Good evening, Eagle fans. We are live from Ernest Whitehead Stadium on the Gibbs High School campus, where tonight the Eagles are hosting the Campbell County Cougars. I'm Tim Borf alongside Bud Blake. Glad to have you with us. And Bud, I don't think there's a team in the county right now that is wanting a win more than Gibbs.
No, they're hungry, Tim. It's been a tough 3 weeks, or a tough 3 games, rather, 4 weeks with an off week in between. They've been in the games. I talked to Coach yesterday. Winning first and second quarter and half of the third quarter in most of these games. So they're focused on finishing. One of the things that I am guilty of is when I talk to a coach or you talk about a team, how many seniors you got. And that's the wrong question. It's how many return starters do you have?
Right.
Gibbs doesn't have a lot of return starters, so learning how to fight through the end of the game is something they've been working on. But they're definitely hungry. I think they're doing the right things. It's just a matter of getting there.
Well, it's a perfect night for football. We're about 15 minutes away from getting this one started. So grab some popcorn, some sweet tea. This is going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the Clear Springs Sports Network.
At some point, go ahead and share the bumper.
We welcome back, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. While the band's getting ready to strike up the anthem, we're going to kind of talk about the keys to the game. So, Bud, what have we got?
Yeah, I talked to Coach Turner this week, and again, as we alluded to, finishing the game. So the first key to the game we've got this week is finish. You're going to see the second key to the game is also going to be finish. And we went with something different on the third key of the game. You're going to see finish. So you get the point, right?
Yeah.
So talking to Coach, it's both learning how to fight through adversity and the conditioning. Play hard when your body's wore out. Know that you still have more down in you. That's something that you're lacking when you have first-year starters. Again, they may be seniors, but this is their first year at this level of experience. You're the go-to guy. You're the guy that's got to find something else inside you.
Well, Gibbs is sitting there at 0-3, Bud, but it really doesn't show the effort they've been putting out in these games.
By far, no. And something else that's not on the stat sheets that most people see, particularly for high school, is the rankings. I think that the lowest ranked team they have played this year is ranked 11th. The others are, I think, 7th and 8th. So we played some tough teams. I want to take just a moment here as they're pulling the flag out, Tim, and recognize a couple members of our broadcast crew. We've got Jeremy and Tara Kidwell. Both serving overseas. Tara's in Afghanistan. Jeremy is in Germany right now. Their son is at home with grandparents and Uncle Jared, who also serves. So as you listen to the national anthem and observe this moment of silence, that's just a special remembrance to them.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And now please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as the Gibbs Eagle Band, under the direction of Mr. John Humber, plays our national anthem.
Awesome presentation. You know, speaking of Jeremy, I know he's probably listening. Yeah, he told me he was going to be tuning in, so we're international tonight, bud.
Yeah, we are, and I'm sitting here curious. I don't even know what time it is in Texas, let them know what time it is in Germany. Is it even the same day over there?
I don't think it is.
So they may be that far ahead of us. They may be on another day already. So.
Well, you know, we was talking about Gibbs and how hard that they've played the last few games. This game in particular has been very close over the years. The last couple of years, Campbell County's kind of had Gibbs's number, but before that, I don't think there was a game that was over maybe 10 points. So you know, this game's always been close.
Yeah, and you're going to see historically Campbell County likes to spread the field a little bit. There's some great coaches in Campbell County. So you're going to see Gibbs play two safeties with a nickelback. They're going to be defending against the pass. And again, it goes back to just I think Gibbs has what it takes to beat them. We're going to, again, play offense by defense. We're going to want to control the clock, control the ball, keep that offense off the field as much as possible. A low-scoring game plays in our favor, I think, tonight.
Yeah, and Campbell County is actually averaging 26.3 points per game. Gibbs is around 15.7. So on paper, they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, it's one of those things to where almost their strength matches up to our weakness, and that's what we're going to have to watch out for. Keeping the ball and having sustained drives is going to be a key. I know that's not in our keys to the game, but it's something every week that you want to do.
Well, the teams are about to take the field. Before we go to one more break here before kickoff, just want to say that we're certainly remembering the folks over in the Carolinas dealing with the hurricane that's come in, and our thoughts and our prayers are going out with all the folks there and the ones that have lost their life, those families, and we certainly want to remember them. Yep. But stay with us. We'll be right back.
Clear Springs will be hosting award-winning 11th Hour on Sunday, September 23rd during the evening worship service at 6 p.m. 11th Hour has had multiple top 10 singing news hits, been nominated for numerous awards in Southern Gospel music, and won the 2014 Sunrise Award at the SGN Scoops Diamond Awards. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We hope to see you there. Team Kid is a Bible-focused program for kids ages 2 years up to 5th grade. Classes meet every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. for a Bible lesson, games, and other fun activities at Clear Springs. If you have young kids, come check it out. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We hope to see your children there.
All right, welcome back to Clear Springs Sports Network. We're here live. We've got Campbell County Cougars tonight, Tim.
Yeah.
So they've come here to play. The Gibbs are just now taking the field, running through the banner. I know they're hyped up. Got the cheerleaders. We got some guys down here with their numbers painted on their back. Not sure what that's about. The student section here at Gibbs is never failing. Well, they're always here.
Let me tell you, you would not be able to tell this team is 0-3. The fans are hyped. This place is packed out. I know the fans are excited. They're just as hungry as these players are. And I feel good about tonight. I'm having a good feeling.
Yeah, the fans are supportive. And the attitude of the players, you hear this all the time, and I don't think it's overrated at all. I think it's everything that it states, but attitude reflects leadership.
Oh, yeah.
I think these players have some great leaders right now that are pointing their minds in the right direction as they're trying to direct their bodies what to do as well. Super thrilled with Coach Turner and the staff he's assembled. And I know they're going to find a victory. We're coming into some very winnable games. Tonight is a winnable game.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to go out here for the coin toss just a minute. We got the Campbell County Cougars. Yeah, I've got a buddy of mine that's dating a girl from Campbell County. I didn't realize that, but I guess that means he's dating a Cougar, right? I don't know.
I tell you, we were looking over there a little bit ago, and the cheerleaders for Campbell County have come. They've come prepared. They brought their own mat. Saw some tumbles going on over there, so it's they're ready.
Yeah, that's professional. You break that thing. I can't tell the thickness of that mat, but I have to assume it's kind of soft to cushion a fall. Now, I tell you what, when we came in here, the Campbell County band, there's not much better than a high school band.
Oh, yeah.
And they were hitting the drum line pretty good, so bouncing around that ladder trying to get cameras ready enjoyed listening to them. So I'm excited for tonight. The sun's gone down. I know the players are going to love that as much as we are.
Yeah. Well, this game it's important. Next week's important because after that we start regional play, a series of regional games. So this one's big.
Yeah. I truly believe that we have played the meat of our schedule so far. I think we played some of the tougher games that we're going to play. I'm looking forward to see how we match up with this team. Talking to James Spears again, James. He's got a son on the team as well, but he's been at all the games. And he's talking about the same thing Coach is, just the young kids, the new starters, finishing the game, learning how to dig deep inside and find the effort that you don't know that you've got. But we've got an interview. We talked with Coach this week, so we'll get that dialed up for you and let you listen to Coach. I'm Bud Blake here with Clear Spring Sport Network. I've got Coach Brad Turner here with us. Coach, we're 3 games in. We're not seeing the success we want to see, but tell me what you're working on. Tell me what you're trying to improve on.
Basically, we're just trying to finish football games. I mean, first 3 games, it's a 3-point game with South Dole at halftime. It's a 1-touchdown game with Austin East, a 1-touchdown game with Crockett. So we're in the football games. We just got to work on finishing things.
I'll tell you, Coach, the scheming looked good. Your players look good. I know you've got some new starters on your team. Tell us about that. What are you doing to teach these guys how to finish?
Well, I think, a lot of the new starters just experience. A lot of the kids are sophomores, so they played freshman football last year and getting used to the speed of the game. What we're trying to do is to be a good practice team. We've struggled with that a little bit. And obviously you're going to practice or you're going to play like you practice. And, we're trying to do that with the heat and everything and, just trying to be consistent.
All right, Coach, good luck tomorrow night. We thank you.
Thank you, man.
Back to you guys. All right, we're back. Tim, looks like we've got the coin toss fixing to happen here.
Yeah, the players are making their way toward the middle of the field. The customary handshake. Bud, they need to get off to an early start here. We need to establish something early.
Yeah, I'm typically, if you win the toss, you defer type guy.
Yeah.
I almost think in Gibbs' shoes they might want to establish an offense. I'm still going to stay with if you win, you defer. But they do want to establish something and put themselves out front, so to speak, and get a little momentum going early.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with Campbell County and their style of offense. From my understanding, though, they like to air it out. They do throw it a lot.
They do like to throw it a lot. So Campbell County is going to take a toss, and they're going to take the ball. With that note, we've got a couple player interviews. We've got Jason Bowling and Mason Allen that we had, or Jared Bowling and Mason Allen that we got to talk to this week. Jared Bud Blake, nice to meet you. So, 3 games into the season, I feel like you guys are making good strides. Tell me what you're doing mentally to prepare for this week's game.
Well, the thing we've been doing in practice is getting mentally tough for this game. Like 4th quarter, we'll get into it, we're in the game, and then we just lose it. So we got to be mentally tough and be able to finish. And so for this game, me personally being mentally ready, we got to win. We're on 3, and we got to win. We can win, we just got to do it.
Sure. Well, you look good. You're right there at the cusp. I know that we've seen it with what we've watched. Your fans have seen it. You guys are close. Just keep digging. We appreciate it, Jared. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming out with us. All right, we're back getting ready for kickoff here, Tim.
The teams are lined up. We're getting ready to get started here. Folks, again, we want to thank you for joining us. We know you could be doing other things on Friday night, but we're certainly glad to have you.
Tickled to have you. Also, that interview that you just saw was brought to you by Rambling Gal Boutique. Awesome little shop. My wife spends a lot of money there, and they also do some things for the school. I know they're involved, I think, with the middle school right now, helping raise some money there through sales and whatnot. So we want to thank them for being a sponsor. Short kickoff.
Well, it's football time at the Crossroads.
I don't know what they saw there. That looked intentional. I think we might be afraid of a return man there.
Yeah, that was well defended, though. They were right on it.
Drew Jordan on the return, tackled by Tanner Goins. It's 1st and 10. Cougars at the 33.
All right. Looks like Campbell County is going to take over about the 33-yard line, actually. Yeah, so they're going to have it 1st and 10. Going with a 4 wide receiver set, 1 slot man. Empty backfield.
Mm-hmm. Well, and notice that we're respecting the pass a little bit more. They've got 3 wideouts. I don't know we got a little hold up here with the referees taking their time getting started.
Actually, 5 wide receiver set. I don't know if Gibbs has seen too many offensive sets like this through the season yet.
No, Tim, they've not. They've seen a lot of power ball, run straight at them, but now they have had to defend the pass some, and it looks like they're going to line up on them. They're not going to respect the speed much. Quarterback, that's one of the problems we had against South Doyle. Was it almost looked like with that wide receiver, that looked like a design run play, and the quarterback couldn't get out there. He wasn't going out for a pass. He was in straight up block mode out there.
Yeah, that was well defended. Looked to me like the first look that he had, he just kind of pulled it down at that point.
Yeah, that was designed for most of those wideouts to be blocking. They never made an attempt to go out for a pass much.
Got a single bat set. Still 4 wideouts.
Gibbs has backed off the wideouts just a little bit, and we're going to get pressure on this quarter. He's cut it upfield. That's one thing we struggled with against South Doyle. It seems like our DBs covered well, but we couldn't keep contained on the quarterback when he got out.
Yeah.
So that's something that your spy's going to have to watch and not get caught up in that block.
Pick up a 6 yards. He'll be 2nd and 4.
I think Gibbs likes where they're at right here, though, against the passing offense. All you need is an incompletion. They're going to run it, though. That's going to be close, depending on the spot.
That should actually be 3rd and 4.
It is 3rd and 4.
Yeah, they got corrected it now. So it's going to be 4th down. Be interested to see here what Campbell County does on their own 43-yard line.
They're going to call that a first down. I don't know that I guess that was, looking at the spot, that's right on it.
Not by much. Maybe a...
Yeah, nose of the ball. I would have probably wanted a measurement if I was going to call it.
So first down, Campbell County.
Gibbs got to show him blitz here. Both teams looking to the sideline for a play.
Yeah, still going with an empty backfield. You may see this whole first series.
This is going to be all night long. This is what Campbell County does. Spread the field and make you work for it. And this is what looks like that first play was designed for a screen, and maybe something was missed there.
Yeah, a little wheel route there on the outside. Pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, and that's what Campbell County wants to do. If they can get 5 yards of play on you, they're going to do it all night long.
Oh, yeah, they'll take that every time.
And then they'll fool around and get one over your head. So as long as our safeties are paying attention, not letting that get in their head that that's the play that's coming every time, because they will sneak one downfield.
It's actually 2nd and 4, a long 4, but Campbell County still with 1 back, 4 wide receivers.
You know, with the pressure that Gibbs had been able to get, a quarterback sack is not, and we had a defender fall down there.
Yeah, actually fell down twice on that one.
Yeah. Lost his footing on the turf. It's not the way we wanted to start, Tim.
No, that was a good job by the quarterback, though, finding that defender. He must have saw him kind of backpedaling there and kind of losing his balance and just found the open receiver.
And, you know, they're not huddling.
No. 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line of Gibbs.
Yeah, it's not necessarily an up-tempo, but they're not giving Gibbs much of a chance to substitute.
No. And that's one thing that has hurt Gibbs more than anything. Probably they get tired, and, you know, that just kind of wears on them. So, you know, it's going to be tough on them all night if they keep doing that.
Yeah, and we've got athletes playing both ways, so that makes it hard to do. Again, we've got a flag. I believe it's an area of a little holding call there. We might have knocked the quarterback.
I think that was a late hit. I might be wrong there, but that looked like it was a late hit, personal foul, roughing the passer.
Yep, that's going to be. You know, I learned something, Tim, the other week. I was talking to Pastor Justin as he referees high school games, and we talked about there's something like 88 different rules from high school to the next level.
Wow.
Unreal. We were talking about some of the intentional grounding. Mm-hmm. So in high school, there has to be a receiver in the area. I don't care where you're at on the field, and that's something I wasn't aware of. I was thinking if you're outside the tackle box, you can throw it away.
Right.
But in high school, there has to be a receiver in the area. So if you need to throw it away, you find a guy and throw it over his head. Right. Just make sure it's over his head and out of bounds. But that happened to South Doyle a couple of times 2 weeks ago.
So on the 11-yard line, Campbell County's still staying with that same formation. 1st and 10. Just under 10 minutes left go in the quarter.
you know, we want to hold them to a field goal here at this point, if not create a turnover. I did talking to James Spears earlier tonight. I think you were there with us, and one of the things he's talking about is how this Gibbs team doesn't quit when something happens against them. They keep fighting, and that's one thing that I think we have seen in the course of the past 3 games, is they have continued to fight. They're not laying down.
It's a good tackle by Davis there. He had some help coming, but he stayed engaged and took his man down there.
Yeah, he went high, and that shows a little bit of the strength he has. I'm hearing good things about the athlete that he is.
Hurry up offense here by Campbell County.
We're going to get pressure here. And a man wide open in the end zone. He actually had his choice there.
Yeah, touchdown Campbell County.
So that sometimes makes you nervous when you got that much pressure on the quarterback, that there might be a man left untouched. So good job by Campbell County. Good job by the quarterback there, getting the throw off with pressure and a hand on his jersey.
Yeah, that was a good play. So they'll try the extra point here.
And this is where Gibbs wants to slow the game down. We want to control the ball. That's the reason I kind of felt like if we could win the toss, that we could that's going to be good.
That is good.
If we could win the toss, that we might want to take the ball and try to establish a run game, establish some clock.
Well, Gibbs needs an answer right here.
We need to answer. We need to move the ball. We need to sustain the drive, and we need 7 points to stay in this. Field goals aren't going to do it. That's a tall task at the high school level usually anyway, but I think they've got it in them, Tim.
I do too. I think that, obviously it's an offense that they don't see very much of. They might have seen it for a few plays this year, but to actually see it for a sustained drive, it's just something new, and they'll make adjustments, and they'll slow them down.
Well, and that's something too. You got one big play, kind of set that up. That's one. Also, shooting yourself in the foot there with a roughing the quarterback is going to get you. So, going to watch number 4 as a return man here. That's Latavius Barnes, freshman.
Yeah, Barnes.
Tell me about that, Tim. Why are we not seeing so much of him?
I tell you what, Barnes is a fantastic player. I think one of the things, based on what I've talked to with some folks that are part of the team, that they don't want to utilize him a tremendous amount right now in varsity because he is playing in freshman football. And I think after you can't start and also be playing in freshman football, from my understanding.
Okay, so by can't start, does that mean after the first play he's legit to come in and still play on the freshman team?
I think that's why he's out there right now.
Okay. All right, because I'd like to see a little more utilization of him on Friday night. This is going to be returned.
Gibbs fielded at the 5-yard line.
Got a left-hand side return here. He's got some room. Brought down to 30.
It's a good return, though.
Yep.
It gives them some breathing room. They're not backed up in a long field. They brought it out to a good, manageable start on this drive, and let's see what they can do.
I tell you what thing I've been impressed with, I talked to Coach about yesterday, is when you lose a back like Trey Mullins, who drives his legs probably all the way home after the game, legs still moving, right? How do you replace that? And I've been impressed with the running back play. We've got some guys continuing to go. First down sponsored by You're Kidding Me, Tazewell Pike and the IGA Shopping Center. And straight up the gut. I don't think that's what anybody was looking for right there, except for the Cougar defense. they were definitely obviously looking for it.
Yeah, they bottlenecked that one up. I think they've probably seen quite a bit of film on Gibbs and know that that's kind of their bread and butter that they like to run, and they had it defended.
I think that we've got some backs, though, Tim, that can run off tackle and can not make some guys miss but run through the tackle.
Right.
I think we've got some strength with the running back position. Looking to see some of that here. Look like we got a little option play there, a little 5-yard game. We'll take that.
Yeah, second and 10 with a 5-yard pickup. They're bringing it out to about the 35-yard line. Should give them about third and 5. I'm sorry. And nice pickup there.
Looks like we're going to have Barnes in the game here in the backfield. I can't keep. What's exciting to me about him is speed. Speed kills, and obviously everybody loves it. I don't think he's any better a back than the others we got. He's not lining up in the backfield. I was wrong.
Motion, it's a pitch. Oh, they had that sniffed out. That's a good defense. You know, you can't really do. You try, and it just didn't work out there. But they lost 5, brings up 4th down. So Gibbs goes 3 and out. It's really not what you want, but it's not panic time yet. Just going to have to hold them here on defense. You're going to have to force Campbell County to work for points. And that first drive, they didn't have to work too hard for points. So we gotta hold them here on defense.
No, you want to slow this game down, and I know that's what's on coach's mind. It's what's on everybody's mind when you're playing against a team. Good punt, a team that likes to spread the field. Is you want to slow it down if we can get a bounce here.
So it's fielded at almost the 31-yard line. So Campbell County is going to take over. We're going to take a real quick break here, folks, and we will be right back.
On Saturday, October 27th, Clear Springs will be hosting our annual Trunk or Treat on our campus located in the Gibbs community. The event will be from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. Cars will line the parking lot and folks will be giving out candy, and lots of candy during that 2 hours. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
So Campbell County has it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Going with another 4 wide receiver set, 1 back, and looking over to the sideline to get a play call. And let's see what Gibbs can do here.
I'll tell you what, talking about slowing the game down, Tim, I'd like to see it. I know Coach would like to see it. I think these refs would like to see this game slow down. There we go.
Oh, that's a W big play right there.
That's a W big play. Speaking of W, so W's is our big play sponsor, Smokehouse and Grill. Nice enough to bring us some meals tonight.
Absolutely. They're located on the corner of Tazewell Pike and Claps Chapel Road. They're 8824 Tazewell Pike. We'll talk a little bit more about them here in just a few minutes, but certainly glad to have W's on board. They're going to be our big play sponsor. So I'm hoping that we call their name a lot tonight, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you what, I believe these referees have been to W's. Look at the size of them boys. I'll tell you what, you rub a little bit of that chicken on your forehead, Tim, your tongue will slap you silly trying to get to it. That back jug knows that. Look at him.
So a little quarterback draw there. They got their yardage that they lost back, I believe. So it's going to be a 3rd and 10, maybe a long 9.
And this is where you want to be. Obviously, anybody that knows anything about football knows you want to keep the offense in a 3rd and long situation, but you've got to hold them, Tim.
Yeah, you've got to get Campbell County off the field right here.
You've earned this check. Now you got to cash it.
Yeah. So 3rd and 11.
Gibbs is going to show blitz there again. I believe that's Isaiah Brooks lined up.
You know, just a minute ago, I don't know if you noticed, but Gibbs sent in a corner blitz, and they almost got to the quarterback. Yeah. He got rid of it, but this might be a time that you might see one of those corners come off the edge here.
I think you have to. They're running a little bit longer routes, as you can see right there. Got a man wide open across the middle. He's going to be gone. Look at the speed. Yeah. I was informed earlier tonight that we might be calling some wide receiver names tonight. That's Christian Schaus showing some wheels.
Yeah, and, you know, I think we were just talking about it, but Gibbs didn't send anybody that time, so he had all the time to find his open guy there. There was no safety deep. Everybody was trying to play off their man, but they weren't playing off enough. So
no, he got behind everybody.
Yeah, Campbell County had a good play there, connected on about a 70-yard play there, and they're going to go after the extra point.
And as bad as I hate to say it, that's going to be W's big play.
The kick is good.
I like saying W's, though. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Campbell County has it 14-0 with just under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
All right. Notice we got the camera on our first responders here, Tim. They're here for every game. Our local rural metro is awesome. We'd like to thank all our police officers. We've got several officers here tonight. Them, medical teams, fire teams. You know, I love to honor our military, but to me, these people serve just as much.
Oh, yeah, and you know, this past week was obviously our memorial for September 11th, and just the sacrifice that these guys make every time they wake up in the morning. It's just, you can't say enough thanks to them for what they do.
Yep. I tell you, watching that, you know, I was telling you earlier, what Campbell County likes to do is they like to dump it short, hit you from behind. That's where your safeties have got to be paying attention, not letting anybody behind them, and that's what we did. We let a guy get behind us, and then with the speed that Schaus showed, I don't think anybody on the Gibbs defense was going to catch him.
Still plenty of time left in this game, though. Obviously, we're just under 5 minutes still go in the first quarter. Gibbs needs to really establish a drive here, though.
Yeah, we've got to get some first downs.
Kick is away.
Campbell County seems to have a good kicker. I don't.
Kick goes into the end zone.
I think that's another rule. If it goes in the end zone in high school,
it's
automatic touchback. You're not bringing it out. And most of that rule, particularly, is safety. Kickoff is the play at every level where the most people get hurt. Most of your injuries come on a kickoff return. So I don't disagree with that one.
So Gibbs will take to the field with, like I said, less than 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, down 14-0. Starting on their own 20-yard line. They show a 3 receiver set.
Yeah, passing is not our strong point, and unfortunately I think a lot of teams know that, and that hurts you when you're trying to establish a run, to not have a strong passing game at this point. I know that's something they're working on. But up to this point, it's not been. So we've got some wideouts. Just a matter of getting everybody on the same page.
Well, and two, it puts you a little one-dimensional. And when you're down 14-0, it's obviously it's not panic time to get away from your game plan or anything like that. But you know, if you're having to play catch up a little bit, it's a lot tougher to do it on the ground than it is through the air.
They're going to stop play here. We got probably a false start.
Markers on the field.
Yeah, it's something we don't need. That's something that we're talking to JJ earlier. Penalties early. And we've now seen a personal foul, rough in the pass. We've seen a false start on offense when we're already backed up, trying to establish.
Yeah, so that's going to make it 2nd down and 16 from their own 14-yard line. And
you know, we're at 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, so again, to reiterate your point, there's plenty of time left, but we can't continue to shoot ourselves in the foot, and that's what we're doing. Looks like they're using Latavius as a little bit of a decoy here, faking that pitch to him and trying it up the gut, but it's just not working. We got a new program, new coach, so these players are not only, a lot of them, new starters, but they're in a new system, a new style of play. So you can expect growing pains.
Yeah.
And not to make excuses, but we have some legitimate things that we've got going on we're going to work through this year. One of the things I talked about last week, that we have an 8th grade team that's now coached by Coach Turner's brother, introducing the plays to these guys at a younger level. So that's going to help with that. We've got a pass downfield here. It looks like it's going to be just out of reach.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. Pass was intended for number 23,
Sean Perry.
And it's going to bring up 4th down from their own 16, so Gibbs will be forced to punt here.
So Dalton Wright had plenty of distance on that one, just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, Campbell County is going to should have really good field position here, though. They're already standing on their 50, so Gibbs is going to have to hold here.
Yeah, this is going to be Brady Spangler.
Oh, excellent punt.
Good
excellent
kick.
Punt.
He's calling for the fair catch back at the 39.
Oh.
So, great punt by Sheriff Spangler's nephew.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't get to talk about Sheriff Spangler much during football night, but I like to. He's the old guy that just got elected. So, dark hair, don't let that fool you. He's old. All right. So, been a busy week for him, though. I've seen, he just started first of the month, so been some busy times for Sheriff Spangler.
So Campbell County is going to start their own 39-yard line. Again, one back set.
And Gibbs has got 3 guys deep. You can see they're really respecting that deep ball right now. And the main thing is you can have the guys back there, but they've got to pay attention to what's going on. You can't let that guy get behind you.
Well, the bad thing is that Gibbs starts respecting the long ball. It opens it up for the run, so they still got to keep an eye on that.
Well, you're going to see some draw plays here in a minute, and it just becomes a free-for-all at that point. So I would like to see them continue with just 2 safeties and not let the ball get behind them. Going downfield, they got a man deep again, and he's
just overthrown. Gibbs was really fortunate on that one.
Yeah, I don't know how we're missing these guys running right by us. They're sliding up the sideline and almost running a post route.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just not seeing it, getting caught up. There's a lot of movement with the defenders. Campbell County has a really nice offensive scheme.
Yeah, and they're getting behind the safeties. For some reason, Gibbs doesn't have a safety back on several of these plays.
Well, they're getting sucked in.
Yeah. So empty backfield once again.
We've got one safety back now, which scares me.
It's 2nd and 10 again from their own 39-yard line. About 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
He's got a man. That's going to be close. Good enough for a first down, actually.
Yeah, that was Williams kind of sat down in that zone a little bit, and quarterback was able to find him.
That's one of the things that I told you about Campbell County. They're the Price brothers. This is their scheme, their offense, and it is pretty much set to be. They didn't design this for Gibbs, right? But it's Gibbs' weakness is the pass defense, and that's what their strength is, the pass offense. So they like to air it out, and they're doing so. They're not just kind of having their way.
1st and 10 from midfield.
A little holding there that looks like was missed. I'm sure the fans are calling that one from their stands. I don't know how the referee didn't see that.
Yeah, but they missed one there, but nonetheless, he picked up 5 yards. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line.
And I tell you, Tim, that's what we need. The pressure was there. A 5-yard gain, we obviously don't want that, but they had a man deep again. And the quarterback, because of the pressure, was unable to get his eyes down there and find him. So,
yeah, they're going to have to keep pressure on him. They cannot let him just sit back there and find the open man.
I think if he's got time, he's good enough to pick you apart, but I think that he gets frustrated, as any high school quarterback would be. When you get a little pressure on you, you don't see the open man as often, so we're going to have to continue to pressure him. I don't think we can go away from that.
So 2nd and 5, handoff. It's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, he's about 2 yards shy. Good gang tackling there for Gibbs. Way to get in there on it. 3rd down, this is a position, obviously like for it to be a little bit longer, but we need to win these. We need to get pressure on the quarterback right here, calls an errant throw.
As the quarter winds down, another handoff.
That's going to be, I believe, a little bit short, Tim.
That is going to be close. It looked like his knee was down back at about the 41.5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be short, so they're calling it 4th down. You look for Campbell County to go for it here.
Yeah, the way they've been moving the ball, I'd be real surprised if they don't. So 4th down, big play here for Gibbs. They need to hold Campbell County.
Yeah, it looks like they're going with the empty backfield again, though, was surprising. They've been running the ball well. Maybe a quarterback draw. Gibbs coaching staff calling for movement on the offensive line, but I don't believe they're going to get it. We can't continue to do this.
We got a discussion here, though. It is dead ball, encroachment. Yeah. So penalties on Gibbs. Should be first down here for Campbell County.
This is what we talked about. We can't give them the game.
Yeah.
So many times Gibbs has almost beat themselves with young players in these moments they're not used to being in. They were going after the quarterback, which is what we wanted them to do, but we want them to wait till the ball snaps.
Gibbs is playing up on the receivers on this play. They do have a safety deep, but I'm a little surprised that they're playing this far up. I can see Campbell County going long here.
Quarterback's going to get loose here and going to get wrapped up with just a couple yards there.
I believe that was a coverage play, to be honest with you. I think that he just didn't see a guy open, pulled it down, get what he could get, and go to the next play. So he picked up a couple of yards as the quarter winds down here. We've got, looks like this is going to be, looks like it's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So we'll be back in just a moment, folks. Stay with us.
Avalon is a unique company as we are family-oriented and staffed by the best lawn care specialists in our area. With over 20 years of experience in the green industry and a degree in production horticulture from Walter State, Russ DeLugas, our owner, prides himself on customer service and experience. Avalon is your one-stop shop for all residential and commercial lawn and landscape needs. Contact us today, and soon you too can experience the Avalon difference.
I know this. I wouldn't just trust anybody when working on my Jeep, but I would trust Miller Brothers Auto Repair. They're one of our main sponsors and they love the Gibbs community. They offer general maintenance, auto body, mechanical tire, and detailing services. Miller Brothers prides themselves in knowing that each and every vehicle that is brought into their shop is properly and professionally examined. Miller Brothers is located at 7123 Tazewell Pike. Tell them Jared sent you.
Welcome back, folks. We're live from Gibbs High School at the start of the second quarter into the first. Gibbs is trailing 14-0. Bud, we've got our fall festival coming up here in a few weeks.
We do. That's going to be the 29th. There's going to be vendors there at Clear Springs Baptist Church. That's, I believe, from 10 to 4, Tim. There's going to be folks set up selling clothes, selling food, selling cakes, kettle corn. There's all kinds of stuff happening there. It'll be a fun time for the whole family, really.
Oh, yeah. It's packed out. They've got them all packed out for vendors, and they're not taking any more vendors, so it's going to be a fun time.
Food trucks, the whole works. So
come hungry, come with money.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun event.
Yeah.
For sure. So they'll have a tent set up, be in the shade.
Campbell County has it 2nd and 8 from their own 33, or from the Gibbs 33, I'm sorry.
Good pursuit by Gibbs defense on that. I like it. It looks like we might be playing a little bit of man, Tim, and I think that's going to help us keep control of these receivers. I think we were losing them in a zone.
I agree.
So going man may help us keep from getting that deep ball, going to one safety to just not let anybody behind him and everybody else playing man. Gibbs able to substitute some here.
Well, if we can keep pressure on the quarterback, it won't give him time to find that deep man either.
I think our safeties were getting confused watching the zone, watching everything going on in front of them, and letting somebody get behind them. So if we can line up man, that might help. As you noted before, that 2-yard game was pretty much a coverage tackle.
So big third down play here. It's 3rd and 5.
Quarterback's going to keep it.
Oh.
Gets right by a defender. He should have been had in the backfield.
Wow.
First level, coming off the block, didn't see him. He could have grabbed him from any angle, but he didn't see him.
Yeah, really, Gibbs had that bottlenecked up, and he just got by the defender there and picked up the first down. So Campbell County is going to go with a little bit of hurry up here.
They can get a first down without scoring right here at the 17.
Check the sideline for the play. Empty backfield once again.
Yeah, folks, if you're watching at home, please share the broadcast. There may be folks that don't know. Looks like that's broken up in the end zone. Whew, good play by the defender there. But anyway, if you're watching at home, please share this. There's a lot of Gibbs alumni. A lot of folks got kids playing that you may not even know are on your friends list. Share it. Like, tune in and watch. We appreciate that. We appreciate all of our sponsors for being here. I got to shout out the W's again because I'm still tasting that chicken and those ribs. Man, it was delicious. But take some of that home, Tim. Is there any left? Did we eat it all?
I don't know if there's a whole lot left, so you may have to just run by there and grab some more.
I saw some desserts in there.
There are some desserts, and let me tell you, but I pride myself on being a banana pudding connoisseur.
Okay.
There are always some good banana puddings, but there's some elite banana puddings.
Good play there by Gibbs. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
you're
fine.
There. That's important stuff.
I pride myself on knowing what's an elite banana pudding then.
Yeah.
My Aunt Betty she makes an elite banana pudding.
Okay.
I tell you what, W's.
Is it up there, huh?
It's up there.
It's up there.
I put it at elite.
Yeah. If you're not careful, you're going to look like that back judge, Tim. I believe that guy eats a lot of banana pudding. His zebra stripe's a little wider than the others. Hope that's nobody's dad or uncle. I'm just having fun here, folks. Just having fun.
So Campbell County is going from the 17-yard line here, 3rd and 10.
You know, you get these rests. They have a lot of conferences, right? They get a play, and they've got to get together and talk about it. That's going to be a touchdown. Again, getting behind the defense is Christian Schaus. His speed they're having trouble with. He's getting behind them.
So Campbell County leads now for 20-0 with just under 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. So they will try to tack on the extra point here.
At this point, if you're Coach Turner, And you've got a trick up your sleeve. Do you pull it?
Wallace to attempt.
It's a good thought.
I think at some point you've got to do something to get some momentum going. Look, almost had a blocked field goal that no good. So the pressure was able to get that field goal out. They're going to.
Looks like it's a marker on the play. There might be roughing the kicker there.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that call. They were going for the ball. Do we have a replay on that? Let's take a look at this here again, folks. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure about that call.
So Campbell County's heading to the sideline. We got a discussion by the referees, so they may end up picking that up.
Yeah, this is where the referees a lot of times they just need a break.
Two fouls on the play, offside against the Eagles.
Looks like the Eagles is going to be penalized for both offsides and personal foul, so they'll have another try at this one.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to move the ball, so I think that I don't know. I wish Justin were here to confer with the rules. I don't know if we're going to get a penalty on the kickoff as well. A lot of times that roughing is enforced on the kickoff. So have to hide and watch here. Let's watch this again, see what this goes. Yeah, he gets into him. You touch the ball there, I think you get by with that one.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to go for two now, though, Tim. Lined up, getting that ball a little close. Now we have another conference. I don't know if these refs are just taking a break or what. Talking about maybe going to W's after the game.
They might be.
I don't know. They like to rest a lot. A lot of times when they have a conference, they're just taking a break. Hey, man, I need to breathe this conference.
We need to ask Pastor Justin what they actually talk about whenever they have those conferences.
They probably don't get to talk when he's in there. He probably gives them a sermon. All right, looks like we're going to play ball here. Cougars lined up to go for two. Is this, you call this the Wild Cougar formation?
Direct snap.
It looks like Gibbs has swallowed that up. I don't believe he's got that.
I don't think so either.
So we're going to be stuck here at 20-0.
I believe that's certainly a W's big play.
Yeah.
Stopping that. That was, it's points, and anytime you can prevent points, it's big.
It is, especially if you look at our hopeful situation as we can hold Campbell County from scoring again. That could prove to be big later in the game.
Speaking of W's, I will say that one thing, too, before we get started here and with Gibbs' possession. I drive by there just about every day. And I
think you stop by there about every day.
That's pretty close to accurate. But every time I go by there, there's smokers cooking. And so this isn't stuff that's warmed up. It's fresh every day, and, man, it's good stuff. So I'm certainly glad to have them aboard. We've got some other sponsors, too, that we want to talk about that's come aboard a little bit later on. And we certainly appreciate all of them, everything that they do, and we couldn't do this without them. So about 10 minutes left to go. Gibbs trailing 20-0. And
Wallace to kick off for the Cougars.
You know what? Special teams play here is what we need. I'd like to see Barnes get a chance to run back. He's got speed. If we could get some blocking, give him a hole, I believe he could take one to the house. I know Campbell County's got speed, but we do as well. So see what they've got lined up here. Get us a returnable kick, maybe make something happen. Looks like that penalty was not enforced on the kickoff, and Barnes is going to get his chance. Line drive kick. He's going to get out to at least a 20. Pick up a couple blocks there, out to the 30-yard line before he shoved out of bounds.
Good return out to the 30-yard line, 31. And again, Gibbs has got good field position. They just need to make something happen here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be starting about the 32. We need to establish a drive. We need some first downs. We need some confidence. It wouldn't hurt my feelings to see a trick play. I know that a lot of people say if you got to run trick plays, that you.
Well, the object of the game is to have more points than another guy, right?
That's it. That's my keys. My keys to the game is have more points at the end, which I like Coach Turner's finish. And playing against Campbell County, we know that they're playing against our weakness. So going with an option here, he's going to pitch it out. And that's a good, strong run there, legs driving.
That's close to a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be Ethan Humphreys. I talked to Coach about him, looking for him to get a lot of touches this week. That's a first down sponsored by You're Kidding Me Child Care.
And a first down, Eagles.
They are in the IGA Shopping Center there on Tazewell Pike. So that's what we want, Tim. We want to move the ball.
Absolutely.
We want to slow down that offense and put some points on the board. So I like the option play there. It proved to gain us 10 yards. Good blocking downfield by the wideouts.
Hand off to Barnes.
Little jet sweep trying to get him some room. Looks like he's going to gain about 2 before he's swallowed up.
He is a shifty little guy.
He is. I like him. You know, it's obviously he's not got to show too much tonight, but when he gets loose, he can move in a hurry. He's got football speed. I'm sure he's got track speed as well, but what we're looking for is football speed, that ability to just make a cut and be gone for 10 or 15 yards.
And a freshman.
Yeah. So that's one of the things about it. I keep talking about that. We've got a young team. That's going to be a quarterback keep on the option up the middle for about 10 yards. Another
good
first down.
driving play.
That's going to be You're Kidding Me first down. We'd like to thank them for being on board. Also, we had a commercial earlier for Avalon, or as the voiceover says, Avalon. They do business over in Britain as well. So, great landscaping company. They do anything and everything, cutting grass, building retaining walls. You name it, they probably won't turn it down if it's outside. Christian owned and operated, by the way.
So Gibbs will have it 1st and 10 from the Campbell County 47. Big play.
Got one broke free. That's Humphreys.
Great
score.
block by.
All right, give him 6.
Oh, that was a great block by Percival to set that up, allow him to get in. That is a big play. W's big play. Touchdown, Gibbs. That is what Gibbs needed, bud.
I'll tell you what, that's what we've been talking about all night. We wanted to slow it down, run our game. There's the block by Percival. You seem a little attached to that kid. I don't know what the deal is there. Do you know this young man?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, Humphreys has a great run, great block, just a big play. It's something that Gibbs needed, and they just need to tack on the extra point. So Pittman for the extra point, and it is no good.
All right, so that offsets that with the missed extra point and the missed 2-point try, I guess, again on Campbell County. So,
but that's okay. They done a great job there. They got points on the board, and that's what they need.
All right, with that, let's take a break, and we'll be back here in just a moment for the kickoff.
I know this. I wouldn't just trust anybody when working on my Jeep, but I would trust Miller Brothers Auto Repair. They're one of our main sponsors, and they love the Gibbs community. They offer general maintenance, auto body, mechanical tire, and detailing services. Miller Brothers prides themselves in knowing that each and every vehicle that is brought into their shop is properly and professionally examined. Miller Brothers is located at 7123 Tazewell Pike. Tell them Jared sent you.
We may glance at it at halftime, jot some notes.
So we're back here at Gibbs, and you just saw that commercial for Miller Brothers, and they're one of our new sponsors, but I can't say enough good things about them. They sponsor our sports ministry as well, and so certainly want to welcome them aboard and drive by there every day too.
Yeah, great work. They do mechanic work, body work. I don't think there's much on your automobile that they won't fool with. Good, honest people, been a part of this community and working in this community for years and years and years. A little muff kickoff there, and it looks like they're going to swallow him up by 25.
Yeah, so Gibbs covered that well. So they're coming off a score. They've got some confidence back, I believe, and they just need to have an answer here for Campbell County's offense, because it is a high-powered offense. They've been getting behind the defenders, and so they just need an answer here to stop them. They need to get them off the field.
I think they've learned how to slow them down. We've got to keep pressure on the quarterback. I think the man defense is working, not letting these receivers get behind them. I think there was some confusion with the zone. I think that's how we were losing receivers. So it looks like we're going to step back into that same defense, but we do have to get pressure on that quarterback. He does not make good choices or maybe his accurate throws. He's not throwing any interceptions, but he doesn't make accurate throws when he's pressured and doesn't always see the open man. So continue on to that. Back to Miller Brothers, though. They've been around here forever. You don't stick around that long doing bad business.
Oh, no, not at all. And, again, they support our kids well, and obviously they've come on board for this one, and we can't thank them enough.
We've got a little confusion on the field here. I think we may have a timeout on the field. Refs calling to change the clock.
Well, I want to take this opportunity, Bud, though, then to mention we got our Fall Festival on the 29th, and then on the 30th we've got our Heritage Day.
Yes.
That's going to be big for those. It's almost like a little homecoming for those that their churches have homecoming. It's our homecoming at Clear Springs, but we're going to do it upright. We're going to have a cornhole tournament. We're going to have barbecue that afternoon.
Yes.
We've got all kinds of things, and we'll still have church, but we're going to incorporate some things outside. So we would love to have you guys there.
We got a pass downfield. Going to have coverage
Campbell
there.
County.
Oh, good defense. The safety had moved over, covered. Just a good catch. Again, is that Schaus, I think, that's eating us up all night, it seems like. Great catch by Schaus.
32 yards, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like the defender there went for the ball instead of actually maybe playing the man on that. I mean, it works out great if it works, but it ended in a long gain here for Campbell County. So they got it 1st and 10 from the Gibbs 40-yard line.
That didn't go in our favor, Tim, but I like the defense. That was not a touchdown. Earlier tonight, I think that would have been a touchdown play. So we're making – this is one of the things that the coaching staff has seemed to do really well this year, make adjustments and change things to make their team competitive. Here we've got a draw play up the middle.
So that was good for about 4 or 5 yards. They do not run that play very often, so
that's a good play after a 30-yard pass.
It is.
A lot of coaches are going to go to that. You've got the defense on their heels. You've got them looking for more passing. You could try something up the middle real quick. Empty backfield.
So another 5 wide receiver set for Campbell County. Look across the sideline for a play. 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line, or from the 38-yard line.
I heard that our Sheriff Tom Spangler is here tonight. So he's in attendance at the game. Found a little time off to get something. I'm sure that's a very busy job.
So about 3 yards for Campbell County there on that run.
I want to get excited about a 3rd down situation here, but I think we've learned that it's a 4-down game for Campbell County, especially on this end of the field. So you've got to hold them twice here, Tim.
Yeah, I agree. Another empty backfield with 3rd and 4 from Campbell County. I could see a quarterback sneak here possibly. Of course, I haven't guessed right yet, so I don't know if I'm.
Yeah. It looks like it's just a guessing game between the coaching staffs, both calling the play at the line of scrimmage each time. We've got a pass play set, got a man open in the middle. Got to make that tackle. That open field tackle has to be made. He does get tackled before he gets on in the end zone there, about the 2-yard line. Too much room in the middle.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be down about the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal.
I have seen games like this, Tim, not to be too optimistic, but I've seen games like this turn around. So it's important for the Eagles to not get down on themselves, not give up this early in the game. I know it sounds like a broken record, but
all it takes is a turnover, big play, and this game's completely different. So Gibbs has got to stay fighting. They haven't had a problem doing that this year. They've fought through these games, at least for 3 or so quarters, and we just really need them to finish and keep fighting. They don't need to get down and keep after it.
Yeah, and that's important to note. The coaching staff talking about finish is that one of the things that they've said their kids have fought, they've not laid down. They just don't know how to finish. They don't know how to dig down deep and get that extra effort. Never have they once criticized their effort or their attitude, though. I've heard nothing but good things about the attitudes of the players, staying in the game, staying focused. It's just when you get down that 4th quarter, it's hot. It's still summertime.
It is.
And you got to learn how to dig deep and push your body to what you think it can't do.
Yeah.
So, got a timeout here. I want to also thank IGA. another business that's been in this community for years and years and years. They're going to be our halftime show sponsor. So Joe and Dale, owners of the IGA.
Frequent there often.
Yeah, you drive by there every day, right?
I do.
Stop there, get some food. Stop at W's, get some food. Is that the kind of trip home?
Yeah, I actually stopped there to get me something to drink so I can eat my W's
Okay.
while my car's being worked on at Miller's.
Okay, I got you.
No, we certainly appreciate them. They've been a staple in the community forever. Of course, this was probably before your time, but I'll probably show mine. But I remember when they were on the corner there at the Home Federal.
I actually worked there, and in the senior, I worked there for 3 years, Tim. At the where the Home Federal is now, used to be the IGA up on the hill. And in our senior wheels, you remember they used to do that, or what was it? Prophecy, senior prophecies. They put that in there at the end of the year. Mine was that I found gold underneath the IGA.
Yeah.
Actually, when they moved down to that location, I moved most of the groceries in a 1987 Toyota pickup back and forth all day long.
Wow.
So we took about 3 days to move the store. We did not shut down for business when they moved down to the new location.
Yeah. Well, the positive here for Gibbs is it shortens the field for Campbell County, so that you don't have to worry too much about getting burnt behind you. You just got to make sure that you stop them here.
Looks like they're going for the fade route, going to be thrown out of bounds. So good coverage on the play.
Yeah, excellent coverage by Gibbs on that play.
In the end zone for Dukes, incomplete.
I would like to see. It seems like we've got a good special teams defense going on for kicks. If we can hold them, I don't know that Campbell County will go for a kick, but I'd like to hold them to that.
So it brings up second down goal. Campbell County, and
looking for a play again. They're going to do this all night long. The only thing that does it simulates a hurry-up offense. If they ever decide to go with that, they could catch Gibbs off guard substituting. Gibbs has got a rush on strong here.
So the initial hit there, they had him.
Yeah.
Campbell County snuck it in.
Got to wrap them up. One of the things that I've noticed, and this is not just Gibbs, but a lot at every level, Tim. College football's back on now, and this is something that was taught to me at Grasshopper football: was you tackle low, head up, hit low, right? And I see so many kids going in the shoulder pads area, trying to tackle, and you're not going to bring. They're going to get that extra yard if you do that. They're going to get that extra 10 yards if they break free. So. And that's not just Gibbs, that's every team at every level. Since I've been watching them, I was like, wow. And I think you credit some of these big plays that you see on TV in these college games and guys just launching in. And,
Kick is good.
That doesn't work all the time.
Yeah. So Campbell County is up now on Gibbs, 27-6. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in and watching our broadcast tonight. I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. Generally, on Friday nights in the fall, you can find me under the lights somewhere in East Tennessee on a football field. But on Sundays, you can find me and my family here worshiping at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We want to invite you and your family to join us too. Sunday school, 9 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Sunday morning worship at 10:15. Sunday nights, we gather at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesdays at 6:30. This is my personal welcome for you and your family to visit us at Clear Springs Baptist Church.
Welcome back. With Gibbs trailing the Campbell County Cougars 27-6 with about 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. But there's still a lot of time left in this game. We're all right.
Yeah, I think we established some things on offense there. Got a little momentum, so I know the offensive guys are ready to get back on the field. Like to see another returnable kick here. I do feel like we've got some special teams things going on. We've had good blocking. That's probably whistling this dead. I don't know if we got offsides.
Yeah. Offsides on the kicking team, so Campbell County will have to kick this one again.
I think that's going to assure us a return here, Tim.
Absolutely. It should give Gibbs pretty good field position. Of course, field position really hasn't been much of an issue tonight.
No, with the way Campbell County's moving the ball, they seem to be able to take it from just about anywhere. I do think Gibbs has tightened the reins on that a little bit, but they're adjusting as well, something any good coaching staff does. So as Gibbs is adjusting to stop the pass, Campbell County's mixing in a little bit more run. So it's a cat and mouse game back and forth. So we're going to get to see another kick here, 5 yards. I don't think he's got the leg to put this one in the end zone. So we should see a good return here, and hopefully we can get out 35, 40-yard line for a starting field position.
Well, Barnes is back deep once again to receive the kickoffs.
I think with Gibbs' run game offense and 5 minutes left to go in the half, I think we need good field position right here to start this drive. So for our folks at home, again, if you're watching, please share. Please visit our sponsors. If you live in this community, these are all good places. We're not just saying that because they did sponsor and helps out. Going to squib kick there. That's a good move on Campbell County's part. I didn't see that coming, but that's a good play.
So cut back.
Yeah, cuts back across. We actually ended up a little bit worse field position there. So you credit that squib kick. Again, goes back to good call by the coach.
Yeah, I think they wanted to keep it out of Barnes' hand on that one, and of course it still ended up with in good hands there with Cats, but they were able to bring it out to about the 26, 27-yard line.
Yeah, not bad field position. I was hoping for a little bit better, but let's see us move the ball here. We had a wide out here checking the spot, so I don't know that you're going to see a passing game right now, but we're going to spread the field and get these defenders out a little bit. A little option play. Pitch is dropped.
Scramble for the ball.
I believe that's going to be Campbell County ball. Nope. Going to be second down.
We were fortunate there. That could have been bad.
Humphreys was able to fall on that. That pitch was thrown. Needs to be thrown a little bit softer.
Yeah.
When you're that close, it's hard to catch a pitch coming at you that fast.
Well, you don't want to turn it over, but you certainly don't want to turn it over on the 27-yard line. You don't want to give Campbell County a short field.
Well, we need points. We get the ball in the second half, so there's we can get some points here. Maybe run out this half doing so, or hold Campbell County, get the ball in the second half. We're right back in this ball game. So you've got Pye around the edge here. There's
Barnes.
That speed.
Breaks the take. Oh, spin move on the sideline.
Barnes on about a 20-yard gain there.
I believe that's considered a W's big play there.
That is considered a W's big play.
About a 30-yard pickup on that, and or 25, and certainly a great run by Barnes.
Tell you what, we may have to start calling him Banana Pudding because he's slick. He broke a couple of tackles there. I don't. Break's probably not the right word, but slide through is what happened. So I like that play call. He's coming in motion again.
So first and 10.
Which opens up the draw. Looks like maybe Humphreys again on the carry.
Another 7 yards on a play. We will take that every time.
Yeah, and that's what something like the threat of Barnes does for you. You can do the same thing that Campbell County's doing to you. Make them afraid of something. Make them respect something. If you can make them respect something, you open up other options. The same thing. Some teams choose to establish the run game first. I believe you can do it backwards. You establish the pass game. Establish the, we used to call it end around. A lot of times they call it jet sweep now.
So 2nd and 3 from the 45-yard line. Another handoff up the middle.
It's going to be good enough for a first down.
They found something in that middle line there that's they're able to go to, Bud.
Yeah, that's Austin Woods.
On the carry.
So one of the things that Gibbs is fortunate enough, they're very deep in the run game.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of guys that can run the football. You've got, we may have a first down, but they've not moved the sticks yet. I don't know what's going on here with their.
Looks like there is a flag on the play. Possibly face mask, possibly.
Personal foul.
Looks like we got offsetting personal fouls on each team.
Yeah, so it's going to be after the play, so the first down's going to stand. So I estimate, without seeing it, that that's a little bit of a skirmish between a couple players, and you'll get that. Getting a little chippy out there, which I think for Gibbs is good. They're in the game. We obviously don't want to see penalties, but I like the attitude. I like to keep going. So
just got to be careful with that. You don't want to get some momentum going and then have a penalty and put you back.
Very fortunate it was offsetting.
Yeah. So we got 1st and 10 here from the 41-yard line. It looks like Gibbs is going to take a timeout. Nope, they're coming back out. Sorry, I thought they were going to head toward the sideline there. So they're going to line up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gonna look for this same. They're gonna move. They got him on the option. It looks like Wright's going to keep that itself, a good 8-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a great 8-yard gain. I believe that would have probably worked whichever way he wanted to go on that one. Barnes had the outside, but there was a lot of room up the middle as well, so that was just a good play.
Yeah, Barnes was wanting it, but again, that's what Barnes does for you. When you have a speed threat, it keeps them honest. So they're paying attention to that, not all of them going straight for the quarterback, and he was able to cut it back in and gain some positive yards out of it.
But a good 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3 from the 34-yard line. Barnes come in motion again.
Another errant pitch. Way to fall on it by Barnes. That's not what we wanted. Wright's going to have to work on that. You take a sack there.
Yeah.
You take a sack there. So that's twice that the errant pitch has really hurt us. I'm certain that will be coached in practice. But you got to make that. There's got to be a little touch with that pitch. But I think in that position, when you're halfway to the ground, you just eat it, take the 4-yard loss, and move on.
Yeah. So it brings up 3rd and 22 from Gibbs' own 47-yard line now. So that was a 20-yard loss on that one.
Yeah, that's not what we wanted. I think you're going to force yourself to have to pass here. I don't know what Coach Turner's going to dial up with 2 minutes left to go in the half.
Yeah,
we'll think about it.
Yeah, it looks like Gibbs is going to take a timeout here, so I believe we're going to take one with him this time, and we will be right back.
Clear Springs loves our senior adults. Our ministry leads our senior members on trips and activities for fun and fellowship. Aside from day trips and dinners out, they also have annual events that include meals at the Captain's Galley in Dandridge, shows at the Dixie Stampede, visit the Elmcroft Assisted Living, Smokies ball games, Christmas parties, and much, much more. For more information about our senior adult ministry, visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net or call our church office at 865-688-7674.
So Gibbs is 3rd and 22 from their own 47-yard line.
And they're going to run the draw play with some room to run. You know, I think we got a first down here, Tim.
It's going to be close. That was a fantastic run by Ethan Humphreys. He found a hole there, just kept plowing through, chugging through.
That's a W's big play right there, Tim.
That's definitely a W's big play. So that's a first down Eagles.
Yeah. Great play, great blocking downfield. Can't discount the second effort. First down sponsored by You're Kidding Me. Going to run to give it back to Humphreys up the middle. He's going to be swallowed up after a short game that time. So minute 26, Tim, no urgency, but there's urgency.
Well, you know, Gibbs, if they can come out here with some kind of points with a minute 20 left to go in the first half, they'll get, like you said, they'll get the ball back in the second half. They can really cut into this lead.
We've got timeouts. I think we need to have a little bit more sense of urgency out of the huddle, or we need to burn these timeouts. We just let about 30 seconds roll off the clock there.
Yeah. Barnes goes in motion.
Back to pass. Got a man open.
Can he make the catch? He makes the catch.
He's going to be out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Phenomenal catch. Phenomenal throw.
That's complete to Zach Myers.
That was Zach Myers.
Zach Myers, if you watched 2 weeks ago, he was on our interviews. A great kid, a tall kid. So that's what I was telling you. We've got some hands. We just got to get the balls in there. So
yeah, W's big play. A couple of big plays on this drive. So we got about less than a minute to go in this first half. Gibbs can put it in here. It's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, Myers was open for a long time, almost too long.
Yeah, it floated on him just a little bit, I think, but had plenty of time. He was so wide open that it didn't really matter a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
So at the 2-yard line, Gibbs got it first and goal.
And he
punches it in. Touchdown, Gibbs.
It looks like that's going to be Isaiah Brooks with a touchdown there.
So a great drive, great finish. Those heads that were hanging just a few minutes ago aren't hanging so much anymore.
Yeah, and again, 50 seconds is exactly what Gibbs wanted to do. You want to chew up that clock, put points on the board, get the ball to start the second half, and you're right back in this game.
Yeah, so Pittman's for the kick here to try to tack on the extra point. We need to make sure that we match them here, so this is a big extra point, I believe.
Yeah.
Kick is down, up, and that one looks good.
Yep, that's in there. So 50 seconds, Tim. At this point in the game, we've got to hold them.
We do.
So
Campbell County's not going to lay over, though. They got 50 seconds. The way they've been moving the ball, they're going to try to score.
No, it's a well-coached team. I think we almost got to take a little page out of their book, which I believe Gibbs has been doing all night. They've been kicking it short. They're capable of kicking it a little further than they are, so I think they're trying to play against the big run back. So kick the ball deep here, pin them back. We've got to hold them. We get the ball second half. I like what I see, Tim.
I do too. One of the keys to the game going into this was finish, and Gibbs did a great job. I mean, that drive, they were 3rd and 22. I mean, most of the time you're probably maybe going to get half of that back, but you're probably not going to pick it up. To be honest, and not to lack faith, but I kind of envision maybe picking half of that up and then maybe possibly pinning them deep. But they had a great run and picked up the first down and obviously took advantage of the effort.
Yeah. And again, I hate to focus on what people say a rebuilding year, but you have to give credit. We've got a new coaching staff, new starters, a lot of kids learning, and I think they're doing a great job, Tim. They don't have the wins to back it up yet, but here's the short kick, going to fall and hit the – no, it's not going to hit the turf. So he's going to get wrapped up about the 38, 37-yard line. Going to give him credit actually out to the 39. I believe he's going to be the spot.
So Campbell County does have pretty good field position. If they get a couple of 20-yard gains here, they could at least possibly get in field goal range. But I think they're probably still thinking 6. So Gibbs is going to have to step up here.
Yeah, 44 seconds. This is where you've just got to hold. This is like those, in Campbell County, it just happened to them. A 3rd and long situation. You've got a team on their heels. You've got the check, you've got to cash it. That's kind of where we're at right now. We've got 44 seconds. We've got exactly what we wanted. So we've got to hold them right here, keep pressure, not allow anything downfield. I'm almost to the point I don't like a prevent defense, but I'm almost thinking that right now at this point in the game.
Yeah. Of course, some people say the prevent defense, all it does is prevent you from winning. So
yeah, that's the way I feel about it. It looks like
that's a W's big play right there.
Big play, going to be about a 4-yard loss.
That was a fantastic defensive play.
Excuse me, a 10-yard loss. I was misplaced there. So
that is what Gibbs needed. You don't want to give him time to get the long bomb because they're going to go deep. They've got to move it downfield. Great defensive scheme there. Great play call for Gibbs. They took advantage of it.
Alex May showing some strength on that play, slinging the quarterback to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Almost a wrestling match, a wrestling move out there.
Yeah, that was a well-defended play. So, again, we want to talk a little bit about the 30th. We want to certainly invite everybody. We're going to have our services outside that afternoon, so we're going to have our regular services in the morning. Again, it's our Heritage Day, so if you've got overalls, if you got the old dress, put it on. Come worship with us in the morning.
If you got the old car, drive it.
That's right. We'll have a classic car show at this thing, and at 1:30 we're going to have our barbecue dinner. And we'll be out there. We'll be playing games. We'll probably, who knows what all kinds of games are going to break out. And then that night, Justin will be preaching, and it's just going to be a fantastic day.
Yeah, I think Gibbs is playing to get the ball back here, Tim. We've got a timeout on the field after that big play by Mays. We don't have enough timeouts to ride this out. They're hoping for an incomplete pass, maybe get a chance to get it back. I like that. Coaching for points, not just content with going in the locker room with a moral victory.
Well, the thing about it is, if you can get a turnover here deep in in your own territory for Campbell County, if you turn the ball over, Gibbs gets it down here on the 25, 30-yard line, hey, they could put it in.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a momentum shift. Let's hope we can keep that. We don't need any big plays downfield. We definitely don't need any points right now. Yep. Let's carry the momentum into the locker room. Drop him back, give him a little cushion. And he's going to be sacked again.
W's big play.
Big play.
That's 2 sacks, back-to-back sacks. So
yeah, that's Justin Summers on that play. Got to meet Justin again 2 weeks ago and talk to him. Phenomenal hit.
He was licking his chops on that one. That was
so. 3rd down. Gibbs has burned their last time out. I think what we're looking for here now is an incomplete pass. We've got to have an incomplete pass in order to get the ball back with any amount of time left to try and accomplish something. I think you do see Coach Turner pull whatever he's got up his sleeve out at that point.
So we're going to take a timeout here with them, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Clear Springs Baptist Church will be hosting a fall festival on Saturday, September 29th. The event will be held from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on the church campus. There will be at least 6 food trucks, a shopping market with over 50 vendors, a kids zone with inflatables and games, antique cars on display, hay rides, and much more. For more information and to see a list of all the vendors and food trucks, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
So we're back at Ernest Whited Stadium with about 22 seconds left to go in this first half. Gibbs is trailing 27-13, but they've had the momentum, Bud, over the last couple of minutes and cut this game to a couple of touchdowns and are in it. They're in it. They're making big plays. They've had a couple of big sacks, and they're doing well.
Well, I'll tell you what, the team is stoked. The student section is on its feet. I've not been paying attention. They've been on their feet all night, but they're on their feet right now. So the student section is in the game, and that's one thing that you want because they can hear that. It's just like when you're a child. You can always hear your mama when she's hollering at you on the field. I don't care how many thousands of people are hollering. You can hear your mama. Well, they can hear this student section, and it means a lot to these players when they get pumped up. Good play there by the Gibbs defense. That's not what we wanted Campbell County to run. We wanted to see we wanted to see an incomplete pass here.
So Gibbs takes another timeout here, but it's fourth down. There was only a couple of yards on that. Gibbs is going to get the ball back. 17 seconds, probably not a lot of time, but if they can get a good return here, at least get it in a position to where they maybe could run a play or two, get it in field goal range, take a chance, and go into the half. If nothing else, right now Gibbs should go into the half, unless something drastic happens. They should go into the half with the momentum. They get the ball coming back out, and they're in a good position right now, to be honest.
Yeah, and I tell you, this is one of the things where what we've been talking about all night. They've got athletes, they've got good kids, they've got a good coaching staff.
Absolutely.
It's a learning curve with Gibbs right now. I don't mean to continue to harp on that, but that's truthfully where we are as a program. It's a learning phase. And it's you've got to learn quick. You can't take all year to learn. But I think they're starting to cross that bridge. Hopefully we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot enough in the first quarter to get too far out of reach here. They're going to have Barnes back to receive this punt. Yeah,
with the listeners that have been with us since the beginning of the broadcast, obviously when Campbell County started out, you kind of thought, oh, this may not be a good night to do, and they're clawing their way back into this game. So the punt's away, line drive. Barnes is going to get a chance, but
he's going to be wrapped up. Good tackle, good open field tackle by Claiborne County. For a little guy, he had a lot of fight in him right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think Gibbs may hear that they've got about 8 seconds left to go in this this first half. Maybe run a couple of draw plays.
I'm looking for a hook and ladder here, Tim. I no draw play. Give me something. Let's score. I want.
Wow, that'd be fine too.
This for all the marbles here. We need to win a ball game.
Well, in theory, I think they may just pull a draw play here. Maybe break one, possibly, and see what happens.
Looks like we're going in almost a victory formation here, Tim. No, straight up the middle. You called it. Out of timeouts, first down.
So that should end the quarter. We got a play stoppage here.
I think I fake a cramp on that. You see that at the college level every week, and it was obvious. I can't remember the game I was watching last week, but a player looks to the sideline as he's getting up, running back to the huddle. Evidently, a coach tells him he hits the ground, squirming around. You see that at the collegiate level a lot. So
got about 3 seconds here.
Quick snap, spike the ball. Good call by the coach. I think here's where you look for it all, Tim.
Why not? Obviously,
half a second left.
You don't want to turn it over and let them get an interception and run it all the way back, but I could maybe see something here to where you maybe do a reverse, something that's kind of a trick play that you know you're going to keep the ball in somebody's hands pretty quick. You don't want to give up a turnover here and allow Campbell County to go into the halftime with the momentum. So we'll see what they do here, though.
I'll tell you what, Gibbs is stoked. They're stoked. You see a lot of pats on the butt here. Good game. You got to say good game when you slap another man on the butt.
Absolutely.
Clock's out. That's not the play I was looking for, but
yeah. So that's the end of the first half. But we will be back in just a moment with the band. So stick around, watch halftime. But we'll be back in just a second.
Clear Springs will be hosting award-winning 11th Hour on Sunday, September 23rd during the evening worship service at 6 p.m. 11th Hour has had multiple top 10 singing news hits, been nominated for numerous awards in Southern Gospel music, and won the 2014 Sunrise Award at the SGN Scoops Diamond Awards. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We hope to see you there.
Reaching out and helping the community with basic needs is the function of the Clear Springs Hope Mission House. Our house accepts donations of clothing, household items, furniture, shoes, bedding, appliances, dishes, home decor, and more. We accept, sort, and organize donations and offer it to those in need, for whatever reason, in the community. The Mission House is open to the public on the second and fourth Thursday of every month from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The house is located at the Tazewell Pike entrance of the church campus. For more information, please see our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
Avalon is a unique company as we are family-oriented and staffed by the best lawn care specialists in our area. With over 20 years of experience in the green industry and a degree in production horticulture from Walter State, Russ DeLugas, our owner, prides himself on customer service and experience. Avalon is your one-stop shop for all residential and commercial lawn and landscape needs. Contact us today, and soon you too can experience the Avalon difference.
Brass captain Sarah Stakely and percussion captains Joshua Lay and Jared Tackett. Tonight's featured soloists include trumpet Logan Gresham, alto saxophone Brooklyn Williams, and trumpet Austin Seiler. The Cougar Band would like to present their 2018 show entitled The Incredibles. The Campbell County Cougar Band is under the direction of Adam Wright and Don Hendricks. Color guard instructors are Donna Jones and Amber Wright. Percussion instructor is Kirk Edwards. And the pit bosses, Brian Tackett and Kenneth Lay.
Everything to the right is smooth to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get ready for your 2018 Cougar Marching Band.
I said, who's running the other camera? All he's showing the girls, the cheerleaders. There he is.
The best thing. He's having trouble. You got to do something. He's having trouble keeping that camera at field level. It's track level. Track level. I told her to stop me too. sophomore career, here's the high school. I hate to say this, but we were too busy smoking and drinking. I mean, we were doing the party.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, entering the ring for your halftime entertainment is the 2018 Gibbs High School Marching Eagle Band. Under the direction of John, a heavyweight Humber, and radiant Rebecca Reeves, juggling Jim Faust, and barnstorming Brad Beeler. For your entertainment tonight, the band will be performing hits from the blockbuster movie musical, The Greatest Showman. Marvel at the skill of the band's maneuvers as they play musical selections, A Million Dreams, This Is Me, Never Enough, and The Greatest Show. Thrill at the exemplary musical solo stylings of Sam Lyman on trumpet, Tristan Hightower on mellophone, and Spencer Cassidy on tenor saxophone. Wonder at the silk spinning skills of Alex Tate, Audrey Morris, and Krista Plain, and astonishing acrobatic artistry of Laney Howard and Dylan Singleton. The ringmaster is Jesse Farley, and the bandmaster is Matt Sills. Now come one, come all, and join us on the edge of your seats as we present The Greatest Show.
When I went to high school, it's just been in the last few years. There was a family that owned and they didn't charge the school system nothing. It was natural grass. And the football field was about 4 miles. It's a football field up there. I can see the field. Yeah, I can see the field from Dad's house. Theirs is like A&E's, 80 greens. Yeah. And our school colors were blue and white against the dark royal blue. And you have a big Viking out there. I mean, they got green shoes both sides, end zones. Well, it's a new stadium, so it's. It's just in our community. our whole grandstands is the size of that over there. And I mean, I'm telling you, it's just out the cornfield. Yeah, yeah. They were looking for you, bud. Tim, come out here looking for you.
Clear Springs offers over 24 exciting Sunday school classes for all ages and stages of life every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Wonderful teachers who help us learn more about the Bible and strengthen our relationship with God. Our small groups are a great environment for learning, support, and fellowship. For more information about Sunday school, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
All right, Tim, we're back. I think we saw what we wanted to see there, aside from the miscues in the first quarter with the penalties that set us back and the big plays by Campbell County. We were able to use up 5 minutes clock there at the end of the half, get a scoring drive going. A lot of momentum, a lot of guys slapping each other on the butt. Student section on their feet. By the way, it's okay for a man to slap another man on the butt. As long as you say good game, good jobs. I mean, in the parking lot at the IGA, you can do that, but you have to say good job, good game, something like that. But they're stoked.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest thing is Gibbs made some really good adjustments through that first half. They went from not getting a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback to really putting a lot of heat on him. And you saw at the end of that first half what the result is when you can do that. It doesn't give him time to find that deep ball, because right now, if you noticed, at least I think what was going on at the end of that first half, it looked like Campbell County was still looking for that long ball. Of course, they were trying to move down the field in a real hurry because they didn't have a whole lot of time. But it did not give them time to set up that big play. Got 2 big sacks there at the end of the first half, and really Gibbs has played a really phenomenal second quarter.
Yeah, and I give credit to the coaching staff talking about the hurries on the quarterback, the sacks. Wow, I can't really W. That's all that needs to be said is W.
Yeah.
On the 2 sacks there at the end of the half to force a punt, and But again, I give credit to the coaching staff for realizing that that's working, continuing to do it, not pulling away from it. We've got some athletes. We've got a great staff. We're just still in a learning process. Tonight could be a big night if we can capitalize on this, finish strong. Gibbs did exactly what we were talking about they needed to do in the second quarter.
Well, especially the way the game started out. I mean, Campbell County went down the field, to be honest, Bud, pretty easily against the defense. And then Gibbs turned it around. And once they found that momentum, once they got some confidence, say, hey, these guys aren't going to run the field all over us. Right. We can stop them. We can do this. And, you know, obviously the dividends are paying off. And a couple of scores down, I mean, I know that's still a deficit. You certainly don't want to be down 2 scores. But, again, they've got the momentum. They got the ball coming out. They need to establish a good drive. They need to keep that momentum going. And who knows what can happen here.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you see a team get up, especially a 27-6 score, you see them kind of lay back and give in a little bit, let off the gas. I don't think that's what happened here tonight. I don't think Campbell County let up. I think Gibbs just kind of found their rhythm and got in it. Was able to get out and mingle amongst some of the fans. Got to talk to Sheriff Spangler while I was out there. Apparently somebody told him that I've been cracking on him. Don't know who that snitch might have been, but snitches get stitches. Just keep that in mind. So anyway, the fans are optimistic. They like what they see. They like what they're seeing in the players. They like what they're seeing in the coaching. We have some talent still on the sideline, Tim.
Yeah.
So you're not seeing everything that Gibbs has do. Some players entered late into the season, late in the school year. Transfers, things like that. So,
well, they got to keep the pressure up because obviously Campbell County has a phenomenal quarterback. He displayed that in the first half, and from my understanding, Bud, you may know a little bit more about this. I'm not as up on it, but from my understanding, he has cystic fibrosis, and so he's dealing with that. And of course, that maybe that didn't really translate to anything, but it just proves that that young man has a phenomenal talent. And he's not letting those obstacles stand in his way.
Yeah, and that's something that's in the digestive system. Basically, your body doesn't produce the enzymes, I think. I could be saying this wrong. I'm obviously not a health professional, but it's due to the digestive tract, which is a very complex part of your body. But it is lifelong. It's something very difficult to deal with. So, yes, definitely a testament to that young man and his will and his desire and things of that nature. So we're going to receive the kickoff here.
Yep.
And let's hope that we can get something going again on offense. We need to get right back in this game. I think we need to score here to officially be back. Another short kick. I'd like to see that fielded before it hits the ground. You got to come up on that, Tim. You can't let that hit the ground. You got to come up on that.
You do. I don't think really any of them knew exactly who was going to take the ball.
I knew who needed to take it. It was, of course, I'm up here.
Right. But they fielded the ball. Looks like they're going to get decent field position, starting at their own 29-yard line. So they're not pinned back. Gibbs has done a good job at least getting it out a little bit from their own end zone and giving themselves pretty good starting position each time.
Yeah, and I don't understand the method. Campbell County's got the capability to kick that deep and force a touchback. I don't understand the meaning behind the short kick there. Draw up the gut. Gibbs has found a seam here late in the second quarter and early in this third quarter. They found something there with that, and I think that the end around or the jet sweep threat is what's opening that up for them.
Yeah, Humphreys again on the carry. Once again, they've kind of started just going to their bread and butter there. He picked up 8 yards on that. But we're 11:32. Gibbs is still down a couple of scores, but they started the second half here. Again,
first down, lucky play there. Quarterback bobbles the ball again on the fake. Looks like they were both wanting it.
Yeah, but excellent job recovering on that and still grabbing the ball and picking up a gain. First down and moving the ball 42-yard line. This is what Gibbs needs to do right here.
Yeah, need to milk this clock, burn some time, sustain drives, and score points. Coach's keys are finished.
Great play there for Barnes.
That's going to be good enough for a first down, about a 12-yard gain there.
Yeah, excellent play.
And that's what's going to keep the middle open. That's a first down sponsored by You're Kidding Me. Again, child care open right here on Tazewell Pike, the IGA Shopping Center, in case you're looking for landmark. And I believe that's a W's big play, Tim.
I agree.
Got a holding call. Little laundry on the field.
got another discussion by the officials.
I don't know why they're taking the break this early in the game, Tim. They're just catching their breath. Daggone zebras don't have a lot of energy.
Gibbs is backed up though, so at least they feel like it's going to be against them.
Yeah.
And they are stepping it off. So obviously Campbell County is going to take the penalty on that, so it's going to back Gibbs back up to their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, so I believe that is going to be a spot of the foul hole. So that actually is not too bad for Gibbs right now.
Well, it's at least it's a first down. So
yeah, I'll take 1st and 11. We did lose the yardage. So, I mean, you don't gain the 12 yards, you just gain, basically.
We got two receivers set on this left side. Another handoff
Humphreys
to Humphreys.
Got a good block here by Barnes, enabled Humphreys to get that 1st down.
So they made that right back up.
Yeah, without Barnes, that's a 6-yard gain, but he made a good block on the edge there.
So
Humphreys carrying the ball with power.
Another "you're kidding me" 1st down.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of wildlife on the field tonight, Tim. We got cougars, we got eagles, we got zebras. Tell you what, it's like Africa up in here. They don't have eagles in Africa. I'm not real sure on my geography there.
So another
Humphreys again.
Another handoff to Humphreys, another 5-yard gain.
Tell you what, Humphreys has become a workhorse tonight.
Not sure how many yards he has up to this point, but he must be getting close to 100 yards.
Yeah, 118 yards according to the stat man here. And those are hard-fought yards. The pitch is out again to Barnes. Barnes is going to trip up right just short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again. If we could look at that again, I don't think he just lost his footing on that sweep.
Yeah,
option play.
Pitch was a little bit behind him, and it looks like he was wrapped up down there.
So 3rd and 1 from Gibbs is 36, or from Campbell County's 36. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right back up the middle, going to get that 1st down.
Yeah, that's got to be a 1st down.
That's a 4-yard gain, Tim. They'll take that all night.
Absolutely.
This is what we talked about. This is what we've been wanting to see since the start of the 1st quarter. Sustained drive, scoring points. So we don't need any more bobbled pitches, anything like that. We need to play our game.
And it also shortens the game. Whenever you can have a good, long, established drives, it gives your defense time to get a good rest. And so it's
Humphreys
just beneficial.
Around outside, I believe he had the edge there, running with power. Got to hold on to that ball in that situation.
You're not going to arm tackle that guy.
No.
You're going to have to put a hit on him to get him down, and he's showing it.
That's a 1st down.
He's showing that you can't just. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to just. You're not going to put an arm around me and get me down.
Yeah, that's another "you're kidding me" 1st down. So we'd like to thank them for sponsoring this. And all of our sponsors. We'll go through them again before the end of the night, but this is really not possible without our sponsors.
Oh, not at all.
So
1st and 10 from the Campbell County 22.
Going right back to Humphreys up the middle. He's going to be brought down after about a 3 to 3.5 yard gain.
Stop by McCauley.
Yeah, I got my man Jared down here hollering for pass. I don't think Coach Turner's looking to pass the ball right now. I think he wants to continue doing what he's doing, but he's right. He's going to suck them in.
He is. It's opening it up. I mean, if he wants to go there, it's there.
I don't know how much trust he's got in the accuracy of his quarterback right now.
Yeah, I mean,
ball's on the ground. It looks like Gibbs covered it. That's not what we need. That's going to be a 2-yard loss on a bobble snap.
Yeah, they've had a few of those. Ball security has been a little bit of an issue tonight, and, of course, that's obviously what you don't want against any team, but certainly when you're 2 scores down because you're giving up a down there.
Yeah, well, we've given up probably a total of about 40 yards on fumbles, and luckily we've recovered all of them.
That's true.
So
Gibbs has got it 3rd and 9 from the 21. 7:37 left to go in this third quarter.
Another bobbled snap here is going to get our pass play. We got a man open in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Great play, great catch. Looked like he might have bobbled it initially, but he hung with it, stayed in there. Touchdown, Gibbs.
Yeah, I believe that was Myers on the catch.
Is that his second touchdown tonight? Is he
same,
already?
Same play,
Yep.
same exact location. I'm going to give credit to Mr. Jared Kidwell for begging for a pass play right there. I shut him down.
Play.
Yeah.
And certainly, man, that was all.
So
the point.
Need to match this like
points down, 21 points down to make it 27-20. So we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back.
If you do not attend church, or if you are unable to attend a local church, we would like to invite you to watch our online campus. Our services are made available on Facebook, Twitter, and on our website on Sundays at 10:15 a.m. and 6 p.m. and on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m.
Team Kid is a Bible-focused program for kids ages 2 years up to 5th grade. Classes meet every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. for a Bible lesson, games, and other fun activities at Clear Springs. If you have young kids, come check it out. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We hope to see your children there.
So we're back at Ernest Whited Stadium, 7:25 in the third quarter. Gibbs just scored another touchdown, and they have rallied back into this game. Only one score down now, bud.
Yeah, you've got to play defense right here. You've got to get after that quarterback, and we've got to avoid big plays at all costs.
Well, we talked about it.
So
we talked about it a little bit. These games have been close. Since they've been playing, they've been close.
Looks like a good special teams play by Gibbs here, but he ends up slipping. I thought we were going to have him back about the 20-25, but he's broke through a couple tackles there. That's Schaus, who's proven to be slippery all night long.
Yeah, so Campbell County will have a pretty good field position starting at about the 31-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10. Again, 7:17 left to go in this third quarter. A lot of football left to play. Gibbs has got to keep that momentum going right here.
Yeah, we've got to get after the quarterback here, and the secondary's got to continue to play. We've got a man uncovered down here on the near side. I don't know if they're aware of that, but coach staff called it. They've got him pulled up to the line there. I was kind of nervous. We were fixing to have a wide open receiver out the gate.
So Gibbs is playing up on the receivers a little bit. There's a one-back set, and
Gibbs is getting good pressure on defense. The quarterback was able to elude the would-be tacklers. I believe he was past
I
the
believe
line of
that was an illegal pass, but
I
don't see a flag.
Yeah, I believe that's another. Do we have a replay on that? You see the line of scrimmage here.
The line of scrimmage was a 31, so.
No, that was a legal pass.
That was good
call by the officials.
Good call by the officials. That's why we have a replay.
Yeah, so thankful for that. I'm going to take this moment to thank Jerry Kidwell. All this is put together by him. Tonight on the cameras, we've got Ross Logos and Keaton Roach on camera tonight. So I'd like to thank these guys for all they do, and a special thanks to Jared. Without him, all the neat stuff you see is not possible.
No, he keeps this train going, and we certainly couldn't do it without him.
So you're not dead in the water here if you're Gibbs. You give up a big play. It's important now just to keep focused. You can still force a punt or even hold them right here. They're going to try a run play and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think he got a whole lot on that one. That was pretty well defended there.
Yeah.
You're right, bud. I mean, it was obviously they had a big gain there, but Gibbs actually had it pretty well defended. The defender just come up to try to make a stop on the quarterback and, of course, left his man. And kudos to the quarterback for finding him, being able to pick up that big play. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Gibbs' 35-yard line. 6:12 left to go in this third quarter.
Empty backfield again.
Campbell County leading 27-20.
I want to see him get some pressure. I want to see that quarterback on the ground again. Don't want him hurt, but I want to see him on the ground. And so the quarterback draw, design, run, I'll say not for much. He got about 5 yards. He fell forward.
It looks to me like that might be a turnover. I think that's Gibbs' ball. I see the official is signaling third down, but we have. The quarterback is shaking up on the play. He is limping off the field, so
he's going to have to come out at least for a play after they've stopped play for it.
Yeah, it looks like an ankle.
Replay here, Tim. I'm going to say they're calling him down right there, or forward progress stop. Looks like the ball came out after that.
Yeah. A break for Campbell County. Hate to see that young man go down, but Gibbs has got it here. 3rd and 5, big third down. They need to stop him here. I'm not sure why Gibbs jumped on that. They've been looking to the sidelines all night, so you can almost assume that they're going to keep doing that, so there was no reason to jump there.
Yeah, I don't even think the quarterback was in his cadence yet.
No.
So you just gave him a first down.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, and you give him a first down. We've got to stop doing that. And that's been from week 1, Tim.
Yep.
Senseless penalties since week 1.
All right, so it's 1st down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Campbell County's got it. Unfortunately, the quarterback is still on the sidelines. Their starting quarterback. And so we'll see what Campbell County can do here on 1st down. It's a design run play. To be honest, Bud, I would force this guy to throw. Let's see what he can do throwing, because he's a big guy. He may still have an arm on him, but I would want to see what he can do. So I would look to the run here on each of these plays initially to see before he see what he can do on the pass.
Well, they've got a quarterback that just went out of the game that was 13 of 17 for 254 yards passing.
Yeah.
So this is definitely could be a win for Gibbs if they can capitalize on this, but we can't keep giving them penalties.
Right.
We just gave up a first down. That's, as a coach, there's nothing that infuriates you more to have them in a 3rd and 5 and give them the first down.
Yeah. So another design draw play.
He's hit.
He's a load now. He can go. He's tough to bring down.
Yeah, that's going to be Drew Jordan, listed at 5'11", 225. So yeah,
he's a little slow to get up.
Well, he delivered a hit, but he took one as well. That's one of those that's kind of even, but he moved forward. So
it's going to be
roughly 3rd and 5 again.
3rd down.
They've not moved the marker, but it looks like about 3rd and 5.
So they're still showing 2nd down, which should be right.
Yeah, the yardstick's not at the right spot, though, so we'll let them sort this out here. Are we getting another penalty?
Penalty is a personal foul against the Eagles.
Going to give a face mask. That hurts, Tim.
Yeah, that's costly.
It's what we've been talking about. Seems like forever.
Well, you don't want to give them free yards. You want to make them earn it. But it's going to be 1st down at about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line. So it's 1st and goal. Campbell County, 4:22 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Campbell County is up 27-20. They were leading 27-6, but Gibbs has battled back. Well defended.
Wow.
Well defended by Gibbs. That's a W, big play there.
I think it has to be a big play, Tim, because the area of the field that they're in, to knock them back, you're now in a 2nd and goal from roughly the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be something worth here for Gibbs to take a look at. Maybe kind of changing that defensive philosophy a little bit. Maybe stack the box a little bit more, because so far he's ran it 4 times.
Yeah,
and
it looks like they're doing just that, Tim.
So I believe I would dare Campbell County to throw it on me.
Yeah, well, if you can keep the man coverage and keep contained, the safety's drawn in. Got everybody. He's going to throw the ball here, looking to, and he's sacked again.
That's another W's big play. Another sack by Gibbs.
Jordan caught and dropped for a loss by Sean.
So it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from about the 18-yard line now.
That's Bryson Schoen was in on that play. Latecomer this year to Gibbs, transferred from Central. Kid that can play anywhere on the field. Very athletic. Look for him to be more and more part of the Gibbs team, not only this year but in years to come.
Yeah. So it's 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line. Looks like
they're going to show blitz again. Pass is on high.
Oh, dangerous pass there by Campbell County, but well defended by Gibbs. So it brings up 4th down. Obviously, I believe in this situation you probably look at a field goal.
Yeah.
It's a 2-score game, or I'm sorry, a 1-score game. So if you can go up by 10, obviously it gives you a little bit of breathing room here. So
I don't know what kind of kicking game they've got. We've not seen that much tonight other than the extra point. So
yeah, so this is going to be about a 35-yarder from the left hash mark. So we'll see if he can make the kick here.
That's going to be short.
That is no good.
Yep.
So a great stance by Gibbs. They had some costly penalties there that got him in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But to be honest, doesn't matter now. They're off the field, and they're going on offense.
The only thing that hurts you, I think, is field position. We're in a better spot. We were holding them tough. We give up 15 yards. So you've got to look at a starting position now. The 20-yard line could have been the 35.
Going on the Gibbs sideline. They're excited. The crowd's excited, and we're.
I don't know that the student section has sat down since the second quarter. They've been on their feet all night long, so they're into it, Tim.
Yeah, they are. So Gibbs is going to start from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, going to that bread and butter running game. Campbell County had it snuffed out that time.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and let a cat out of the bag. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight or not, but I made Coach a promise earlier today that I have a special outfit for our interview next week if we can pull out a win tonight. If we can get out of our rut. We've got a player down.
Is that Humphreys?
I believe that is Humphreys down on the carry.
You don't want to lose Humphreys. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a timeout here, let them tend to him, and we'll be right back.
Psalms 85:6, the scripture says, "Wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice?" Hello, I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. I want to take this opportunity to give you a personal invitation to join our church family on October the 14th through the 17th with a revival meeting at Clear Springs Baptist Church with evangelist C.T. Townsend. We invite you to come as we seek God and ask Him to pour His Spirit out upon us. Preaching will be Brother C.T. Townsend. He and his wife Becky will be singing for us each night, as well as the Clear Springs Baptist Church Choir. So this is your personal invitation. Come and join us October the 14th through the 17th for our fall revival with evangelist C.T. Townsend. We'll see you.
So Gibbs is 1st and 10, or 2nd and 9, I'm sorry, from the 21-yard line.
Back to the line of scrimmage, if that, is about all we got on that.
Stop for no gain.
Yeah, well, Humphreys got up, shook it off, so he's still okay.
He's coming back in the game now. I believe that was Jordan that got swallowed up right there.
So Gibbs has got it 3rd and 9, still from the 21-yard line, coming up on a minute and a half in this third quarter. This third quarter's actually went by pretty quick, bud.
Well, and that's a testament to Gibbs running the ball. They chewed up a lot of clock on that scoring drive. I don't care if we end this third quarter driving, but we need to get a first down right here and keep Campbell County on their heels. Got a pass play coming up here. Well defended. He's got grass in front of him, Tim.
Yep. That's a horse collar.
No, I don't think that's a horse collar. Yeah, you've actually got to grab the shoulder pads on that, Tim. The jersey doesn't count. They've actually got to have the shoulder pads.
All right, but a great pickup by Percival for a W's big play. That's what they needed. They wanted to keep this drive sustained. That's what they needed.
That's it. The passing game was there when they needed it. I'll tell you what, despite a few bad pitches, we've got Barnes on the outside edge wanting to cut it in, and he does so. Keep that ball inside.
Oh, he's got some daylight. He's got some daylight. He's got the speed. He's got the
now
speed.
That is a horse collar.
That
right
should
there.
be a horse collar.
Yeah. Oh, with a zebra on his back.
So
we've got a ref that took a hit there at the play.
Yeah, and he is not getting up.
Two guys just blocking each other. It was an innocent action. There was no malicious intent there, but we do have a referee down.
The referee is conscious. He is
moving his head.
He is moving his head, but he did take a pretty rough shot there. If we could look at that play again, I do believe that had to be a horse collar.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the call now because the ref that saw it is now on his back. So there's your horse collar, and then you've got Two guys, I don't know what happened. We had a little extra blocking going on there at the end of the play, and the ref just got caught up in it.
I'd like to look at that again if we could. I don't know if he was out of bounds before the ball came out. And it looked like Gibbs actually recovered it in the end zone. But it is tough to tell.
So the play's still going. They're going to have a lot to sort out here.
He has marked the ball on the 2-yard line. So at this point, I believe they're calling him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I do not see a flag on the field, so I don't think that they saw the horse collar or they missed it.
Yeah, they're going to give him the ball. I don't know what the call is here.
I don't see how they could give him the ball if they ended up with the ball in the end zone. We recovered the ball in the end zone.
They're going to bring this all the way back for something here.
I do see a flag out on the field about the 39-yard line, so this may be a hold on Gibbs.
Yeah, the flag's back here. I didn't see that laundry on the field, Tim.
So it's going to – we got some things to sort out here with this play. I don't see how they could give them the ball in this situation because, again, Gibbs ended up with it in the end zone. They got a personal foul. Personal foul on Gibbs. It's declined. They're giving Campbell County the ball.
Yeah, I don't agree with that call at all, Tim. They missed a horse collar, which is what caused the fumble to start with. That's okay. This is where, as a coach, it's not okay. Let me take that back real quick. But as a coach, you have to teach your kids to maintain composure and play your game.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is part of it. It don't always go your way, but I think there's a lot of things happened on this play that was wrong. One, I think they missed the horse collar down at the 2-yard line. Now, I don't know what the personal foul was back at the line of scrimmage, but I never did see, and maybe we could look at that play again, but I never did see Campbell County officially take possession of that.
Yeah.
So we got the replay here.
There's the horse collar, and the ball, it does come out, but I believe he was down.
Okay, so the Campbell County player did have the ball. I thought it was actually recovered by Gibbs again in the end zone, but that's not the case. Yeah. So I apologize to our viewers for that. But I do think that they missed the horse collar.
Well, a lot of people were calling for it the play before when it was just the jersey, but on that play that was a horse collar, and you might get that call if the referee stays on his feet. But we've got to maintain our game here, Tim. We can't live in the past.
Yeah, well, it looks like their backup quarterback is back in the game, so you can expect run here, and that's what that is.
Not much doing, though, a couple yards.
Yeah, that's Drew Jordan, and it looks like he may be in the game for a while. And he's down.
You got another flag on Gibbs. This is what can't happen. You can't get too chippy when things don't go your way. We've got a little extracurricular activity after the play. This is something that will be coached and coached and coached. But at this point, it's not helping Tim.
No, not at all. And I believe is that Drew Jordan? Is that the quarterback that is still down?
Yeah. I don't think Coach Turner's too happy with the officiating right now.
No. And there's some frustrations there, I think, with Gibbs. But Gibbs has got to get their head back in this game. I mean, they're only one score down. Again, you do not want to give them free yards. Especially when we got them backed up on the 2-3 yard line. You can't give them 15. You just put them right back into their game. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little bit of a break here while they tend to the injured player, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in and watching our broadcast tonight. I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. Generally, on Friday nights in the fall, you can find me under the lights somewhere in East Tennessee on a football field. But on Sundays, you can find me and my family here worshiping at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We want to invite you and your family to join us too. Sunday school, 9 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Sunday morning worship at 10:15. Sunday nights we gather at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesdays at 6:30. This is my personal welcome for you and your family to visit us at Clear Springs.
Joseph. So we're back to Gibbs High School at Ernest Whited Stadium, and the score is currently Campbell County 27, Gibbs 20. About 45 seconds left to go in the half, and once again Campbell County has had an injury, a critical injury as far as the position goes. The player did get up and limp off the field, so we think he's going to be okay, but they're in on their third string quarterback at this point, so they're into with Joseph Paul as quarterback.
Yeah, and the officials are conferring again, Tim. I'd like to see them just let the kids play this game.
You know, I agree. It's probably happening on both sides of the ball. I think Gibbs right now is probably getting the short end of the stick a little bit. And
well, coming off of a play where there was a missed call, Gibbs is going to be a little chippy, and I think they were looking for that.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of that. That's on you as a player.
Yeah.
You have to understand that you have to control your emotions. Coach is wanting him to play up here on the wideouts. That's a good stop, short gain.
Short gain. It's winding down here in the third quarter. It's going to be second down, probably 7 or 8.
I don't know that they're going to get a playoff, Tim. I think they want to shorten this game up too.
I agree, especially when you're on your third string quarterback. I think that they're probably a little concerned that their offense may have a little bit tougher time moving the ball. They're going to try to get a play off here, maybe. Nope, that's going to end the quarter. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break with them, and we will be right back.
I know this. I wouldn't just trust anybody when working on my Jeep, but I would trust Miller Brothers Auto Repair. They're one of our main sponsors, and they love the Gibbs community. They offer general maintenance, auto body, mechanical tire, and detailing services. Miller Brothers prides themselves in knowing that each and every vehicle that is brought into their shop is properly and professionally examined. Miller Brothers is located at 7123 Tazewell Pike. Tell them Jared sent you. Clear Springs loves our senior adults. Our ministry leads our senior members on trips and activities for fun and fellowship. Aside from day trips and dinners out, they also have annual events that include meals at the Captain's Galley in Dandridge, shows at the Dixie Stampede, visit the Elmcroft Assisted Living, Smokies Ball Games, Christmas parties, and much, much more. For more information about our senior adult ministry, visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net or call our church office at 865-688-7674.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school for all ages. We have great music, we offer ministry for all ages, and most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Our pastor, Justin Pratt, is in his 8th month at Clear Springs, and our church is located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We would love to worship with you.
Well, Eagle fans, we are back at the start of the fourth quarter here at Gibbs High School, where Gibbs trails 20-27 the Campbell County Cougars. Bud, Gibbs has got to get their head back in the game.
Yeah, almost a tie ball game right there. I do believe we got missed a holding call there. We're going to have that quarterback in the backfield, Tim.
That's a W's big play.
Yeah. Now we're back where we need to be, but talking about that, not having their head in the game. Hopefully, coach took that opportunity in the quarter swap to say, "Guys, calm down. You've got to step into your leadership role right there and say, play your game. You're doing what you need to be doing, minus the stupid mistakes."
Right.
I even think that you acknowledge that you might have got the shaft on the call. Refs are not going to catch every single thing perfect.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be long, 3rd and 18. For them to pick up a first down here from their own 11. So
offsides is important here. We don't want to jump. We don't want to give them anything. We want to make them earn it. And we've got a different quarterback in here, Tim. This is the 4th different quarterback we've seen, or maybe this is a wild Cougar formation.
I believe that's going to have to be a false start by the offense. It's loud here at the stadium. I don't know if that's having a whole lot of effect on it or not, but that's going to be against Campbell County.
Yeah, they're backing them up. So finally we're getting the other end of the stick on the penalty yardage.
Yeah, you hate to see that turnover called the way it was called.
I'm going to be talking about that next week, Tim. I'm going to tell you that was a horse collar, and at that point, if you want to call the personal foul and back them up 15 yards from there, I get it, but I don't agree with that call at all.
So 3rd and 23 now from the Campbell County, their own 7, with 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
So the bobble to snap. They had a chance at him in the end zone. He's made a pass.
That's an interception by Gibbs.
He's still on his feet.
He is going to take it in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Gibbs.
That's a defensive score right there. We talked about that earlier. I don't think either one of us is really thinking it right now.
That is a W's big play. Probably the biggest play of the game so far.
Yeah.
So that's going to put Gibbs down by 1 point. So if they can capitalize on this extra point, we will have a tie ball game.
This is right where they want to be, Tim. You're constantly thinking defense needs to help. They've been doing a great job getting the sacks. I wasn't thinking about an interception. That was a great play.
Well, you know that Campbell County has had their, they're pretty deep right now at quarterback as far as who's in there, and it was a perfect defensive call.
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal play.
Yeah, I thought we were going to end up with a safety there, but I'll take an interception for a touchdown.
Big extra point right here. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. So Gibbs has come back from being 21 points down in the first half to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, and talking here, I'm not certain on who that was on the interception, but we believe that was Dalton Wright, our quarterback, playing both ways.
Yeah, so fantastic job. We're going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere.
I'm Jamie Moore. This is my wife, Kayla. We love Clear Springs because this church is heart for God. Not only it's heart for God, but all the ministries that are involved here at the church that we're involved in. We're expecting our first child in less than 7 weeks, and it excites me to know that this child is going to have a lot of opportunities at a young age to learn what church really is and learn about God. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Kayla.
And we're Clear Springs.
So we're back here at Gibbs. Gibbs has tied this ball game up with 10:48 left to go in the 4th quarter, 27-27. But these guys have played their hearts out.
Yeah, Tim, I'm not looking for overtime here. I want to finish. That was Coach's keys to the game, and I want to finish.
Absolutely.
We're not looking to limp through overtime. Let's drive down here. Let's play defense. And let's score again. Little pooch kick here, taking
little pooch. Nobody's there. That's out of bounds. I don't know why you would do that in that situation, but
he kicked it out right where they're going to give it to him.
We're going to take a real quick look at that touchdown. So you can see here, Campbell County had lined up. It was a long.
15.
Yeah.
I believe that's Dalton Wright. So
that was a fantastic job by the defense.
So we kicked it out of bounds at the 35.
Clear Springs loves our senior adults.
Not much of a
our
loss there. That's where
leaders.
they're kicking it anyway.
Right.
I don't know why you make that call to kick it that way. They have a lot of respect for the return game of Campbell County. And who knows, from a coaching standpoint, that could be one of the factors that wins us the game by kicking it short every time.
Could be. You don't want a big play on special teams. You obviously are pretty deep on their quarterback roster, so you want to try to let the quarterback beat you.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here at the ball at the 35-yard line.
I think we're back to a second-string quarterback for Campbell County, and Gibbs is stacking the box.
Yeah, you can expect a run right here, I believe.
Yeah, they're stacking the box. Campbell County's looking for a play. Gibbs not backing out of that defense. They're going for the quarterback right here.
Yeah.
You just got to hope that they don't get beat downfield. He's passing.
Oh yeah.
Great
Good defense.
Great play by number 14 for Gibbs.
Good. I believe that's a W's big play.
Yeah, that's a great pass to be batted down. That was Troy Davis on the play. So he was sitting there waiting. Quarterback never looked away from that.
No.
Yeah, you got to kind of scan a little bit, but that was designed.
And he would have been gone to the house if he would have picked that one off.
Davis he done a good job not getting a pass interference and just going for the ball. So.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. And it looks like they've actually gone to it. They've got 2 quarterbacks in the game at the moment, so that's a little bit different strategy.
And they're gonna hand it off to big number 2 there. He's gonna get about 8 yards on the carry.
So they've moved Drew Jordan. He's actually listed as a wide receiver linebacker. So he's been in playing quarterback, but they've got Joseph Paul in as quarterback. And
it's a big third down here, Tim.
Yep. So a 1-back set. They've gone back to a 4 wide receiver set.
Looking for the play again. It's
3rd and 2 from their own 43-yard line.
I think Gibbs is going to bring the house here. Showing blitz all the way. He's going to have the first down, then some. Good open field tackle there. I didn't want to see a first down, but I think Gibbs still got him. That's Dalton Wright playing both ways on the tackle.
Yeah.
But I think we're still playing our game. Just stick with it here. We give up a couple of decent plays to them. We can snag the momentum back.
Yeah, so Gibbs is got a first down and 10. Campbell County at the midfield line. 9:37 left to go in this 4th quarter. Score tied 27-all. If you're just joining us, Gibbs was down 27-6.
Oh, incomplete pass. That's a dangerous throw. Dangerous throw by Campbell County. So I think you're seeing some of the effects of having a second, third-string quarterback. I sure hope their first-string quarterback is okay. I mentioned I wanted to see him on the ground, and I also said I didn't want to see him hurt.
Yeah,
so.
You hate to see anybody get hurt, no matter if it's for the other team or not. So we wish that young man speedy recovery, but we still got 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. Still anybody's ball game at this point.
Yeah, I think for Gibbs, you don't want to even test the fact of them scoring and you match it. I mean, I think you've got to hold them.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what they're not wanting to go away from passing.
Gibbs is bringing the house on this one.
But it's going to bite them on the backside because they brought their secondary in. That's going to be a first down, I believe, for Campbell County. That's the only thing about bringing the house if you don't get there.
Yeah, I think that Campbell County is maybe trying to slow that rush down just a little bit by throwing little quick screen passes and trying to just get something where they can get rid of the ball really quickly. So even if they come in there with a big rush, then they can get rid of the ball.
He was moving backwards in a hurry, Tim.
He was.
Good throw for I guess they call it a third-string quarterback at this point. That's a good play for him.
3rd and 1. I think you've got to see probably
Gibbs stepping off sides, Tim, but giving them yardage again. I don't know if they're going to give that to Gibbs or give it to the
Gibbs has got to realize that, not one time have they stood up like that and not just looked to the sidelines to get a play. They've been doing it all night long, so I'm not sure why they're biting on that.
I'm going to take a quote from the movie Airplane. I picked a bad day to quit sniffing glue. Just got us a nail biter here, Tim.
So Gibbs is backpedaling just a little bit. I think Campbell County's found something. They're moving the ball a little bit here. They got it on the Gibbs 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a short loss, Tim.
They could have maybe called a late hit on that, but they did not. And number 2 is down.
It's down again. We're going to have a timeout for the injury.
Yeah, so we're going to take one with them here. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Reaching out and helping the community with basic needs is the function of the Clear Springs Hope Mission House. Our house accepts donations of clothing, household items, furniture, shoes, bedding, appliances, dishes, home decor, and more. We accept, sort, and organize donations and offer it to those in need for whatever reason in the community. The Mission House is open to the public on the 2nd and 4th Thursday of every month from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The house is located at the Tazewell Pike entrance of the church campus. For more information, please see our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
Avalon is a unique company as we are family-oriented and staffed by the best lawn care specialists in our area. With over 20 years of experience in the green industry and a degree in production horticulture from Walter State, Russ DeLugas, our owner, prides himself on customer service and experience. Avalon is your one-stop shop for all residential and commercial lawn and landscape needs. Contact us today, and soon you too can experience the Avalon difference.
So we're in a tight one here, folks. The score is 27-27, knotted up. Gibbs and Campbell County. 8:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 36-yard line, 2nd and 10. We got a little
quick screen. Looks like Gibbs had that sniffed out, but he's still able to fight for about 6 yards.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good effort on the receiver's part, just to kind of keep moving forward.
You got to wrap him up. We had too many blue jerseys over there for him to get that kind of yardage. Noted that Jordan walked off the field under his own power, so
yeah,
I believe he's going to be okay. Just a little shaken up.
So 3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line.
Yeah, this is 4-down territory for Claiborne County, or Campbell County, excuse me. And we've got to hope the Cougars twice here.
Yep, we do.
I don't see a punt and I don't see a field goal in their avenue. I think they know the game's winding down.
Looks like Gibbs is playing, still loading up the box pretty much going to play tight coverage out on the receivers. And that was
wrapped up in the
great
backfield
play
there for a no gain.
That was I think that's a W's big play there, because that was a good stick.
Yeah.
Bringing up 4th down now and 5.
Got to be real careful, Tim. We're so close to being offsides on these plays.
Yeah. So it's bringing up 4th down and a good 5.5 yards to 31-yard line. And no backs in the backfield, all receivers. So Gibbs needs to make sure they don't jump here, they don't do anything silly to give them a first down.
Exactly. That's been our, I don't know what you call it, our tag is giving them yardage. No pressure. He's got a man open.
Just overthrown.
Just over his head. So again, that's something you've got a 3rd-string quarterback not as practiced at that. So Gibbs can take that as a little give back.
Yeah. I think the Campbell County receiver might be a little frustrated on that one that he missed him, but it looked a little bit like to me like he slowed up and then he took off again. So I think he was anticipating him just to keep his stride and tried to lay it up there, but doesn't matter now. Gibbs got the break, got the turnover, and we're going to start 1st and 10 from good field position.
Well, and the thing there is a repetition between the quarterback and the wide receivers. You know, it's just not having practice, not being used to each other. That's a big thing. Quarterbacks and wide receivers throw to each other all day long during practice. So
1st and 10 Gibbs. Gibbs is going to try to pound this one out here. Good 1st down play there. Got about 5 yards. Take that all night long.
Yeah, I'll take 5 yards of carry and burn that clock. I've coached several years of football. My grandfather coached a lot of middle school football, and he said there's 2 good reasons to pound the rock. He says, 1, you can kill the time getting it. He said, but if you're getting beat, you're not going to get beat as bad because you're wasting all that clock.
Well, I think it's whether you know a whole lot about football or not, I think it's probably it's one of those things where you've got to just run that clock, pound the ball, shorten this game, try to be the final score right here.
Yeah, and folks at home, share this if you're watching it. Again, we still may have folks that would be interested in it, don't know that it's going on. We've got a close game here. They can come in and catch the important parts right here.
So 2nd and 5, a quarterback draw, 1st down Gibbs.
Yeah, that's almost a 10-yard gain by right there.
That was just a design quarterback draw.
Yeah.
Great play.
Yeah, design run, 5 minutes. What Gibbs needs to do right here is, Tim, they need to use all this clock. I don't like that. It makes me nervous. I don't like overtime games because you can have all the momentum and lose it in a jiffy. But
that's right.
We do need to burn all this clock and just not leave them any time.
Gibbs is going to hand it off again to Humphreys. Humphreys kicks it to the outside and will pick up a good 10, 11 yards on that carry.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 1st down Gibbs.
Yeah, moving the sticks again. At least moving one of them. We got to move the other 2. There you go.
At the 45.
So
1st and 10.
I believe he got out of bounds. Looks like the clock's going to stop there and for the 1st down. I hope they restart it here just on count of the 1st down. But it looks like they're going to give him the out of bounds.
So Gibbs comes up to the line at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Humphreys. Good second effort there. He's still driving. He's still pounding.
Yeah, see, as an official, at some point you got to stop forward progress because they're grabbing for that ball.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous. When players extend plays, it's great. An 8-yard gain. That's pretty much all Humphreys. He was hit at the line. But I get so nervous. But he's done a good job wrapping that ball up.
So it's a 7-yard gain for the Eagles. So it's coming up on under 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Close game, tight game. It wasn't in the first quarter, but Gibbs has battled back.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, I think, right there, Tim. Second down. I almost think that Gibbs is in the area of the field where we're in 4-down territory. If you don't get this first, I think as a coach you go for it.
I agree. Just a little bit obviously out of field goal range. I don't know what kind of leg distance-wise our kicker has, but I'd certainly assume this is 4-down territory at this point.
Well, with Campbell County's ability to stretch the field, I don't want to give them the ball back, even if it's a punt down to the 1. I like my chances of trying to score better.
So good quarterback keeping play. He looked for the option, kept the ball, picked up a first down.
I'm going to be honest with you. He fooled me, Tim. That was a good play fake, a good handoff fake. That's going to get the first down and keep the chains moving. This is what Gibbs wants to do.
So it will be a first down. Gibbs has it at the 27-yard line with just over 4 minutes left to go in the game. This first down is sponsored by You're Kidding Me Child Care down there on Tazewell Pike next to Midway Market. So we thank them for their first down sponsorship. A good cut back by Humphreys.
And Humphreys is
he is going to score. Touchdown, Gibbs.
That's what we're talking about, Tim. I'd like to run a little more time off the clock, but hey, I'll take the lead.
That is a W's big play.
185 yards for Humphreys tonight, Tim.
Wow.
2 touchdowns.
So Gibbs is going to try to tack on the extra point here.
We need this. It's an important extra point.
The kick is up.
Looks like it's good.
And it is good.
No laundry on the field, so
we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Avalon is a unique company as we are family-oriented and staffed by the best lawn care specialists in our area. With over 20 years of experience in the green industry and a degree in production horticulture from Walter State, Russ DeLugas, our owner, prides himself on customer service and experience. Avalon is your one-stop shop for all residential and commercial lawn and landscape needs. Contact us today, and soon you too can experience the Avalon difference.
I know this. I wouldn't just trust anybody when working on my Jeep, but I would trust Miller Brothers Auto Repair. They're one of our main sponsors, and they love the Gibbs community. They offer general maintenance, auto body, mechanical tire, and detailing services. Miller Brothers prides themselves in knowing that each and every vehicle that is brought into their shop is properly and professionally examined. Miller Brothers is located at 7123 Tazewell Pike. Tell them Jared sent you.
Folks, we are back at Gibbs High School at Harbison's Crossroads, where we have got a fantastic game. 34-27 Gibbs to take the lead for the first time in this game. If you have not been with us tonight, you've missed a good one. Gibbs was actually down by 21 points in the first quarter, have battled back in this one, Bud. They've stayed hard, they've fought hard, they've made some mistakes mentally-wise to get themselves in trouble, but they've stayed in it, stayed after it, and have taken the lead in this ball game.
Yeah, I want to credit, first off, our coaches for seeing our scheme wasn't working on defense in the first quarter. They changed it. We have since been in the game defensively, controlling it, basically.
Absolutely.
And into the players for staying in it. It would be real easy as a high school student-athlete to just lay down.
Absolutely.
And they didn't do that.
To have 3 quick scores like that, and they made it look easy, but, credit Gibbs. Gibbs has done a fantastic job. They have had some injuries on Campbell County's side to put them in a little bit of a position to make it tough for them to come back, but that comeback started before these injuries started to happen.
Yeah, so they're going to run it and be swallowed up for a loss of 1. That's what Gibbs wants. They want them to run the ball, run that clock out, and lose yardage. So
yeah, and to be honest with you, I think Gibbs still got a bad call down here on the 2-yard line. For those that missed it, they called a turnover and gave the ball back to Campbell County, which would have stopped another probable touchdown but all that doesn't matter at this point. They're ahead and trying to hang on here.
I think the football karma came back to them with the interception down on this end. That was just shortly after that play. Got the touchdown that we should have had. So I feel like we did get that back. They're going for this quick pass again. Oh, should have. I almost feel like we should have had interception there. He wasn't even looking for the ball.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play to at least take a shot at that one. There was really not a whole lot gained on that play.
Yeah.
So it is going to be 3rd and a long 10.
Yeah, this is, again, hate to sound like a broken record, but Campbell County's in 4-down territory the rest of the night.
They are. I tell you what, I think Campbell County's banged up a little bit right now. There's people limping, and we're deep in the roster on quarterback. And
I don't know if it's coaching or if it's just the mental toughness and the physicality of Gibbs, but they're playing hard. They're hitting hard. They're chasing. They're staying with blocks. He's going to get that first down.
That was a good run by Campbell County.
Yeah.
Pick up the first down. They had them 3rd and long, and they picked it up. That's all right. Gibbs has got to reset here. You got to play 4 more downs now and start over.
Time's going off the clock. Time is your friend, and we just want to hold them to no score here, Tim.
Yep.
Can't give them any yardage on penalties. Quarterback made a good play. You can't stop that.
Well, the pressure at this point is on Campbell County, so they're backs against the wall just a little bit. It's 1st and 10 at the Gibbs 48. 3:03 left in this one, and we have empty backfield once again.
Yeah, they're going for the passing game, Tim. Only downside to me for that is if they miss it. He's got a man.
We've got three defenders back there. That was well covered. It was actually a pretty good pass. He had a chance to go after that. Gibbs looked back a little bit late, but they got their hands up enough, knocked the pass down, and prevent the touchdown.
Yeah, the only downside to that is it does stop the clock. So an incomplete pass. They're going to get to take their time here and reset, but no gain. So we'll take that.
Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 2:58, so we're under 3 minutes in this one. 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. Campbell County, as they have done all night, looks to the sideline to get the play.
I like what I'm seeing from Gibbs tonight, Tim. I think that they're hitting coaches' points. They're finishing.
Dropped the pass.
I'm going to credit that to the coverage by Bryson Schoen. He was in the quarterback's face and caused a bad throw there. So, we didn't have anybody in the area for that tackle, but I believe we caused that errant throw.
Yeah, it looked like he faked the initial pass on the left side, but then a quick spin throw to the right side, and receiver just dropped the ball.
He's got an arm.
He does.
I don't know if he's 3rd or 4th string. I've lost count, but he's got an arm.
So we got a loaded up 5 receiver package. No back in the backfield.
Looks like Gibbs is going to line up for pressure again, puts pressure on the quarterback. We've got to watch these wideouts when we do that because you've got to get there.
That's a hold.
Call. That's coming
this
back.
play's coming back. Don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, nothing stupid. It's coming back. I think that they've gotten away with that hold, Tim, numerous times tonight. So I'm glad to see one called at this point in the game. The Gibbs fans are glad to see it.
So that is going to be a spot foul. So that should back Campbell County up about 8 yards.
Tim, I do take the penalty here, I think, but you're looking at a 4th and about 8 versus a 3rd and about 20. I don't know if that's a tough call. I think I do take the yards, but 4th and 8's tempting.
It is.
He ran 35 yards, but most of it was towards the press box.
It is. I think that I don't think this is a bad call.
No. I don't think you can really make a wrong choice here. It's just one you got to think about.
Because you back them up to their own 35-yard line, which that's going to put it 3rd down and a good probably 17 yards.
Well, considering this drive started on
or 27 yards, I'm sorry.
They're 5 yards further back now than where they started. So.
Right.
Coach is going crazy on the sideline here. He's calling a play.
Coach, I believe I would take a timeout if you are not liking your setup.
Looks like where he wants them now.
So drop back to pass. It's a long pass downfield.
Intercepted. No, he's out of bounds.
Oh, good defense there. Had an opportunity for the play. You got to make that catch in this game time situation, but it still was. Excuse me. It still wasn't a play that was a connection.
That ball was in the up there in the lights, Tim. That was a lob. I don't know how you throw that high. I thought he had a little stronger than arm than that, but that ball was up in the lights when he threw it. So
so the game's on the line right here for Campbell County. We're pretty close. 4th and 27.
Gibbs is in full prevent right here. We're backed way off the wide receivers on the outside edges. Don't want to give him any yards.
I believe I would still try to get some pressure on him. You don't want to get anything that's a quick, no offsides, no anything that's going to give him a free.
He's got a long pass downfield. Nobody there.
So that will fall incomplete. Turnover on downs for Gibbs. They're going to have fantastic field position. 2:10 left to go in this game. They're going to be on the Campbell County 35-yard line. Campbell County does have all 3 of their timeouts, so they may get the ball back here unless Gibbs can pick up a first down or two.
You've got to run your offense right here at least for 1 first down, Tim. You've got to run and continue to do the things you're doing. You can't take a knee here. You can't just I do think we need to pay extra attention to ball security, and I'm sure Coach will be talking about that as they break out of the huddle on the sideline. But you've got to run your offense.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big surprise who's going to get the ball here. I think you've got to go with your workhorses, Humphreys, or keep it in the quarterback's hands and let him just run it.
And that is Humphreys with the carry. That's going to be about 4 yards, so we'll take that.
Yep, so 4 yards. Campbell County will take a timeout here.
Looks like they're going to spot him about a 3-yard gain. So I don't know that we got the favorable spot there, but either way, we'll take 3 yards on first down carry.
We do want to take a second to mention all our sponsors real quick. We've got Midway IGA, we've got Miller's Garage, we've got W's, we've got
Rambling Gal Boutique.
Yep.
We've got Your Kid and Me.
Yep. Certainly thank all our sponsors. If you're interested in being a sponsor, please go to our website, clearspringsbaptist.net. There's a link there on the page for our bulletin, and in the bulletin, church bulletin, we have information. We would love to have you as a sponsor. We'd love to add you to it. We've got some games coming up. We hopefully will have a big announcement next week. We're working on some things. So we stay tuned for that at our next game, and but we've got a fantastic one here.
Yeah, we do, Tim. I'm really excited for the program. I think this is the initial signature win that Coach Turner needed, and these kids needed, not just the first-year coach, but these kids need to get that monkey off their back and know what they're capable of.
So quarterback keeper.
Keep that ball a little more secure. You got the first down.
I believe that is going to be a first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down in about 4 more. So at this point, it's starting to get out of reach for Campbell County. You know, your timeouts are now. You got 2 timeouts left. Gibbs can just about run it out. You have to respect Campbell County, though.
We do have an injury on the field.
Well, there's a timeout, so player's going to get to stay in the game.
That is Dalton Wright, and hate to see that. Dalton's played a really good game tonight, done a really good job. A little bit of ball security issues a little bit earlier, but Gibbs has hung on to the ball. They haven't had any turnovers, so it's that's what you've got to do to win ball games.
That looks like a cramp, Tim, from the way they were working with him there on the field. I believe he might be cramping up. He's played both ways tonight. Had the interception for the touchdown, done a phenomenal job. Start talking about our player of the game. Boy, that's a hard choice.
Oh, man.
You know, we gave 2 out last home game.
My player of choice would probably have to be Humphreys. Humphreys has been a workhorse tonight.
188 yards.
That's a strong night. How many touchdowns?
He's got 2 TDs.
2 touchdowns. For me personally, you can pick someone too, but I'm going to go with Ethan Humphreys as the Gibbs family practice, which we meant to mention them just a few minutes ago as well. The Gibbs family practice player of the game. That's my player of the game. So whoever yours is.
Yeah, I'm going to let this finish out here. Got a backup quarterback in here. Understand he's got a lot of athletic ability. Got to hold that ball. Had it out there like a loaf of bread. That makes me nervous. I'm hearing things about Davis that he's athletic, but I do see a little bit of a ball security issue. Is that their third and final timeout?
That is going to be their final timeout.
So with 1:40 left here and second down, you've got to get another first down before you can kill it off. And I think we're capable of that. I can't give enough credit to this team. Their heart, their desire to stay in the game. I've been hearing it, and we've been seeing it. They fought. They've not laid down. And we've talked about the coaches' adjustments, how they've coached good games, they've called good games, and it's finally coming together for them. So let's hope they can finish this out.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see Gibbs kind of keep it in the middle of the field here and possibly look at a field goal if they get another 5-6 yards.
Yeah, where they're at, it can't hurt. You've got to stay right there. So if they want to run the clock out, but in worst-case scenario, we get in 4-down territory, I think they'll try a field goal.
Of course, another 5-6 yards would give them a first down, so that would be, at that point, it wouldn't matter.
Wright's back in the game. Humphreys in the backfield.
I would expect a lot of Humphreys right here.
Yeah.
Appalachian State lost because of that.
Oh, that's a good extra 5 yards there.
So that's going to get that first down we needed, Tim.
That might be ball game.
Yeah.
Offside against the Cougars.
That
I think
might
at this
be ball
point,
game.
if you want to, you can probably go into victory formation.
It's first and goal, Eagles at the 10.
So Gibbs, just to set this up, folks, for those that joined us late, Gibbs was down 27-6 in the first quarter. Campbell County came out on their first two possessions, took it right down the field, scored. Gibbs scored, and then Campbell County brought it right back down and scored again. And Gibbs has battled back, and they're now in victory formation.
Pretty much 28 unanswered points, Tim.
That's an incredible job by the Gibbs Eagles, by the coaching staff. I know these players have wanted this one for the last few weeks, and they're going to get it.
Yeah, and it's a team win. You know, I'm with you. I think we got to give Ethan Humphreys a player of the game, but I can't say enough for every player on this team that played their hearts out tonight. Quarterback was on the ground numerous times.
So 1:07 left to go in this game. Again, just a couple of more kneels here, and Gibbs should be able to take this one to the house.
I think we got about 5 sacks in the game on defense. So
that's great.
That's a big number. I think that's what stopped and slowed down the passing game of Campbell County.
So this one's going to count down. It will take one more snap to end this one. We want to take a minute to certainly thank all our viewers tonight. We thank you guys so much for joining us. We'd love to invite you to church. Our services start at 10:15 in the morning. Family Bible study starts at 9. Our services in the evening are at 6 o'clock, and on Wednesday night at 6:30. We would love to have your family. If you do not have a church home, come see us, come visit us. We would love to have you guys. Again, thank you so much. And we're going to wrap this one up, bud. This one's been a great one.
Yeah, it has been. Thanks for coming out and listening to us, guys. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
On behalf of the entire crew of the Clear Spring Sports Network, we want to thank you for tuning in and watching tonight's game. Our purpose in doing this is a labor of love for this community. We love our students. We love our families. We want to invite you, if you need a place to worship, to come and be with us. Thank you again for watching tonight's game. Tune in again next week.